That's the daytime, and there's even terrible lighting on this thing. Um, let's see. Let's see if this helps at all. So I don't think it's gonna help because I don't have, I don't, I don't have overhead lighting. There's only like two overhead lights in this apartment. I need to get an actual lamp. This is spotlights. Well, you get me in black and you get me in black and white here. There's not really anywhere else I can sit that works well with the camera, so that's what you get. You get Zen in the dark. But what I have done is provided you with a link to the room number of a Zoom app, the Zoom app, and you don't even need a password. I turned the password off, so anybody's welcome to come. You don't even need a password. And we'll talk about. Oh, I know it'll be a free for all. It'd be a hey, whatever you guys want to talk about. So I'll be on here. This YouTube probably won't stay on here. We'll see. It'll probably just for people to show up to use it as a pathway to get into the Zoomy Zooms chat. Oh, and also I'll say this I'll just be on here saying this a few times. I figured out there's a way if you don't have Zoom and you want to chat with me. There's actually a call-in feature, so I can get you a phone number that you call, and it taps into my stream, which is pretty cool. I didn't know that existed until yesterday. So yeah, there's that too. But I much prefer just download the damn app. It's not that difficult. If you don't know how to use it, if you I assume you're on a computer or a tablet or a phone, isn't that about the only way you can listen to me on YouTube? If you're on YouTube, listen to me. I'm pretty sure you can download the app called Zoom. I am not a paid spokesperson for them. It doesn't cost you anything. It's free. It's just a better way to connect with people because you'll be able to see me because where the camera sits over here, it picks up a little bit of the light from this, so you'll be able to see my dumb face. And I'll also get to see your dumb face, and you get to speak to me if you'd like. How do you feel about that? So that number, it's right there in the front of the video. That is the number to the Zooming room. And I'm going to even start the room right now, just to set up the camera. And there I am. Whoa, it's so much better. The lighting is so much better. There it is. Let's put my hat on right. There we go. So feel free. The front of the video, that's the pass. You don't need a password. Just put the room number in, and it'll let you right in. I can even turn off the waiting room. I can turn off the waiting room. You know, the wait there for me to allow you in. No, I think I'm gonna still leave the waiting room open. So that way, if there's any goofs that I don't want, I can. I mean, I can always kick you out. I mean, I just don't. No, I don't think I ever really need to do that. I don't like doing that. So, yeah, come join. And this YouTube, I told you, is only going to be a gateway to get into this Zoom. Not always. I'm still going to use the YouTube. But for now, just go do it. You figure it out. It's not that difficult. Be an adult. Grow up. Figure it out. I had to figure it out. Just go to your apps box, whatever you got. You got Play Store. You got like an apps. Just look up Zoom and hit download. It's pretty simple. And again, you don't even need to. You don't even need to. You can turn your video off when you're on here. So I don't. You know, if you're like, I don't want you to see my face because you could still be in bed, or maybe I don't know, whatever you're doing. It's weird. See, and on here, even if you wanted to, like, if you're good looking naked, feel free. It doesn't bother me. I mean, if you're a dude, I mean, it's not gonna bother me. I just like, I'll probably turn the screen off. But if you're a chick, feel free to be naked. That's fine. Just don't be too good looking. Don't be doing any weird stuff, because then you'll screw me up while I'm talking. um, yeah. So the number there. That's how you get in. Feel free. because I'm just going to leave this YouTube on for a little bit, and then I mean, we'll get into. I'll probably leave the YouTube on, and you guys can still hear if you want, but I don't. I kind of want. I don't. I want people to have access to the Zoom thing, man, because a lot of people have access to my email, and I don't, sometimes they go to spam, so I don't like typing back to people. So using this is a lot easier to answer people's questions. And if you want to do a one-on-one with me, we can hook that up. Blah blah blah. You know what I'm saying? So this for now is going to be what I usually do in the evening. Well, it's only been like a week or so since I've got this, but just trying it out and just get a bunch of people in here. Sometimes like a dozen show up. Sometimes I've had almost a dozen, and then sometimes like 4 of us, 5 of us, and it's fun when we're doing this because maybe somebody plays music and we just chill out and listen to some music for a little bit. And also, I don't have to worry about copyright claims on here because I don't record these. I will probably in the future the classroom ones when I'll be doing classroom settings where I'll mute all of your microphones. You'll have to raise your hand and I'll mute your mic. But today we'll just leave everybody's mic, open. We'll just talk about whatever you guys want. Real time with Zen, huh? I thought it was. Let me not steal that from Bill Maher. Real time with Bill Maher. I don't know why he calls it real time. He should call it fake time, because he's pushing a certain agenda. I don't really have an agenda. See, look, I don't even have. There's no agenda. I didn't ask it. It's just what's in my brain. It's a map to Narnia. It's a map to nowhere. So, as I said, the numbers on the front are the classroom, the meeting identification. You do not need a password. And so then feel free to type in here on YouTube that you've understood this. I'm letting it open. I would type it in here if somebody wants to type it in here beneath. If you guys know how this works, if you type it beneath, that helps people, so I don't have to continually tell them go back to the title screen, and the title screen will have the Zoom meeting room number. And see, and in the future, this will also do is I'll be using more of the Zoom and probably less of the YouTube. Again, it gives more possibility for interaction in different ways. I can cast my screen to it. I can play any music I want. I can draw on the screen. You can put something on the screen. It's a much more interactive thing, and I don't have to worry about copyrights or anything because while I'll record some of them, I won't put them all on YouTube. If there's like one that I can't put on YouTube, it doesn't go on YouTube. Stay on here. So those classroom sessions will be for only the selected people that I direct that class to. But other than that, it's pretty much we do this and it's done. And over here, what's great is on the YouTube, there's people always lurking in the background that like don't do anything for me. They don't interact. They just succubus my information and like, yes, more Zen, which is great, which is fine. But the classroom setting in the future, it's going to cost you a little bit to come through, and that way I don't get as many lurkers that have no business being here. They're just passing time. So welcome to whoever's on YouTube. Feel free again. What's up, David? If you'd like to join, the number is on the front. And if you want to put that number in the comment section here, so I gotta stop telling people, just tell them, what's up, Io Neomo? Did I say Io? Yeah, Io Neomo. Yeah, feel free to put the number right there, because I can't type it into the YouTubes, because I'm using a tablet. I don't have that access, an Android. So go download Zoom, go to the Zoom. Nope, David, I made it so you guys don't need a password today. See if that works. You shouldn't need a password. I deliberately eliminated that so it was easier for people to, get in. Should just be the numbers that are at the beginning of the screen. And I could tell it to you. Here. Boom. It's 873-6957-1986. That's it right there. I mean, I have other ways like I could give you. So for other people, I could give them. I realized I have access to giving people a call-in number. So there's like a bunch of different call-in numbers depending on where you are in the world. Um, yeah, I could give you that, but I would rather have people just like if you're on my YouTube, like how the hell can't you figure out how to download Zoom and just do it yourself? Don't make this more of a process for me. I already come out the pocket with 20 years of not 20 years like everyone else. Like everybody else, they got 20 years of after work knowledge. I have 20 years of all day long, everyday knowledge. Reading, writing, arithmetic, watching documentaries, studying occult work, studying magic, all day, every day, for almost 20 years. Yeah, for real. So imagine that in the investment I put in, which would be in most people's life, if that's 20 years, that's about 80 years. Quite honestly, it's about 80 years of someone's life. You know, I'll call it 82, twice my age. There you go. 82 years worth of study. Most people go to college to get a PhD, and it takes them. I would say I'll give them 8 years because it takes 8 years for a PhD. I got 82. Hey, what you gonna do? 82 years in the business. um, so I don't know. Anybody's having trouble downloading Zoom? Get your shit together. Um, and I will still do. I still will come on here and do the YouTubies. And I figured out finally how to use Android. It just so happened yesterday when my phone wouldn't let me get on live, it was giving me these other options. It was really weird. So I'll be able to put super chat on here and everything else. Man refuses to read books. That's correct. But you know what? It's a really good thing that there's audiobooks. I love audiobooks. I there's some things that I like reading. I like the smell of the book in my hand, you know. But I like to as much as people like Zen, you talk a lot. It's because I've listened a lot. I've listened to so many hours, like infinite number of hours of people's lectures. I've watched so many documentaries. I've read many books. But I mean, I like the idea that I can take a book that would take me, 3 days to read, and I can hit the button and make it on audio, like 1.25, 1.5. You reading David Copperfield? I've never read it, but I like the idea that David Copperfield, the magician. I mean, I get a little bit of the idea because I've heard. It's funny, I heard about the original David Copperfield. Well, I mean, I heard about him years ago, but you know, there's a movie coming out. I think isn't it coming out? I think that's why I heard about it. An actual like maybe Netflix or in the theater. Yeah, pretty interesting. They kept giving him different names. Change it like the quick change artist. Anyway, so yeah, the reading of books, man. People, yeah, they refuse to. They want to. I mean, watching a movie or whatever can only give you so much, and people don't understand symbolism. So why are they gonna want? They watch a movie and they watch it for a superficial value, but they're getting programmed by the underpinnings of the movie, which are the symbolism. Pyramid Code, free PDF. I've seen the documentaries on it. The Pyramid Code. You're talking about the ones they did on the people. What was their name? There was a chick and yeah. I've seen the Pyramid Code. I've never read it. I've seen the Pyramid Code, the documentary series, and I've read things on pyramids from what's his name? Oh, give me a second. Let me see if I can remember his name. Old dude, kind of bald, glasses, kind of bald, definitely bald. Mega hydrate. Patrick Flanagan. Yeah, yeah. I guess no one is wanting to show up to the Zoom. You guys are really sucking right now. And again, on the Zoom, you can just listen on there too. You can turn your mic off and your audio. It'll be the same thing as like on here. I don't need to see you, but it gives you an opportunity to. And actually, it has a message option too. So there's a message thing open. It works the same way with YouTube, with the option of me seeing you and you talking to me, and I have a whiteboard, and I don't have to worry about copyrights, and we can share a screen. It's everything that YouTube is plus a bunch more. Right on reincarnation and other stuff. Okay, pyramid code. I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I like to I like to take those apps. What are they called? They're like the text to speech apps, and you can highlight the whole book, and it reads it back to you. And you can adjust the speed. You could get something. You know, it would take you 2 days to read and get it done in half a day, and you can do it well. See, like some people are visual learners, some are audio learners, some people are more tactile learners. I mean, it's usually like basically visual and acoustic is the general ways people learn in school. But then there's the kinesiological, tactile, and there's other different intelligences. But those standard two types of learning. I'm more of I'm very visual learning in like in the sense of anything but looking at words. I like to hear words. I don't want to read them. So I learn more by hearing, but then by looking at a painting or looking at something, I can learn a lot about it. I mean, I could watch mechanics work. I could watch how things work, function together, and it makes sense to me. So I can learn either way, but as far as reading, I'd much rather listen than read a book. It just bores me. I'm just like, ugh. It's like if you don't learn to read the right way, or if you don't appreciate reading as a child, you just grow up with it and you kind of just like. And when I say read the right way, it's like read fast. If you read slow, you retain. It's it's proven that you retain way less knowledge by reading slower. There's ways of reading faster that you retain more knowledge. And if you're trained for most of your life to read the slow way, to untrain yourself and read the fast way, it's really difficult. Because even after you taught yourself that, you you backslide to the way you used to read. So yeah, for everybody on here that just showed up on this YouTube, feel free to go to my Zoom app. And there is no password today. There is I just gave it the room number, and that should get you right in. And here's the room number one more time, and you don't even need the password. I made it easy. 873-6957-1986. There you go. And you are welcome to come into my room. Zoom, zoom, zoom. It's gonna be. I love saying that. Zoom, zoom, zoom. This is the old song. Boom, boom, boom. I want you in my room. Boom. I don't know why that song gets stuck in my head every so long here. I don't even like it. It's just funny. Yeah, come over there and do that. Do it now. Download Zoom. Come over there. It's interactive. It's gonna be way funner, more betters. It's gonna be way more betters. It's gonna be better est. It's more betters. Yeah. So this again, I can tell everybody again. I'm gonna keep saying the same things over and over again here on the YouTube for you guys. This is I'll still use the YouTube occasionally, and I'll still have free time. I'll do free things on both sides because you guys don't have to pay me to be on YouTube. But I'll have a classroom and I'll have some free days on my Zoom, but it's way more interactive because I'll be able to screen share things. I have a whiteboard. You can screen share. I could listen to you talk. I could see your face. We could do all sorts of cool things on here that is unavailable to me on YouTube. And in fact, if I try to do anything like play music, I can get copyright strikes, and I don't need that because it'll shut my channel down. So, funny, I get a lot of copyright claims, which are fine with me. David Mannion has admitted himself into the insane asylum. He is here, David Mannion. Look at this mother. Look at this mother of earth. And he's already drinking. Look at this. Look at this luxurious drunk. What are you doing, David? Mr. Mannion. Let me turn this up a little bit. Okay. What's up, bro?
Oh, good, man. Can you hear me okay?
Yeah, you could. I mean, you could. It's on my side. I could turn it up a little bit. There we go. Yeah,
All right.
you're good. All right. Cool, man. So it's me and David Mannion right now. See how easy that was to get in? Um, the seven mortal sins, lust being one of them. I don't know. Lust. A lot of people say it is. I don't know. I don't think so. Everything on this planet is a sin, huh? You came here to sin. It's a sine wave. You know, there's way more than seven. As far as I know, eating is a sin. Yeah. Anything breathing is a sin. Breathing is a sine wave. Breathing is a sin. There's nine. Eating, you could say eating and breathing is a sin. Yes, it is. So yeah, we are. So David, this is the first time I've done this early. It's like 12:30. So the eight p.m. crowd is there's a bunch of us show up to that. But what time is it for when it's 8 p.m. here? It's like what 4 a.m. there or something.
It's 7 p.m. here.
7 here, so you're 7 ahead. So at 8, it's yeah, it's about 4. It's about 4 a.m. if I do a 8:30 show, but we stay on until midnight, so it'd be like the butt crack of dawn for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what, man? I haven't had a beer in over a week, man. I don't even have any
I was
alcohol.
wondering, man. I didn't see you sipping on anything, but that's good, man. It's nice to take a little break sometimes.
Yeah, I do it now and then. It's just like this time was just because I don't feel like going to the store. I'm just comfortable just sitting around, and I just haven't felt like going to the store. That's about it.
Yeah.
See how
A couple
simple
of
it is sometimes.
It's good, man. A couple of days sometimes I notice when I get a few days off, maybe a week. If I can get a week, I can go a week without.
Mm-hmm.
It's always good, you know.
Yeah. Yep. Yep. And then
Good
you
week
then you
without.
backslide.
Huh?
So then you backslide, huh?
Oh man.
Back
Right.
into the slippery slopes of drinking.
Oh Jesus. The problem is you can never just have the 3 or 4 bottles.
No.
You know, usually gets for me it gets to about Thursday. So if I'm not drinking Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday comes and I have to buy a box,
Uh huh.
and then you for your 20 bottles and look, it's you know what I mean. You're into Friday and you're going again, man, and it's no fucking end, you know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, we got to fill up our space sometime, with something like there's we're either going to be eating, or drinking, or meditating, or fucking, or
Yeah.
dancing in a club, or playing music. There's a multiplicity of things you can do, and people just choose to do different things at different times. Yeah, that's
I was
like.
just I was just watching your show there today on UFOs and that was really cool, man.
Yeah, it's funny. I had to take a few down. I couldn't get online last night, so I thought it might have been something. I had a bunch of open shows, and I don't know why I could never. Whenever I do a show, like if I schedule a show for tomorrow, I can never link up with it. It's so weird. Um,
Yeah.
but they were all sitting there in the background, and my shit was being real slow, so I had to go. And when I was deleting a bunch of them, I accidentally deleted some of my live shows. So, yeah, I mean, I guess there's enough of them out there. Nothing. I don't think I deleted anything good. There's still some good ones there.
Yeah. The 3 hour show you did on David Blaine.
Oh yeah.
That's oh man, that's a belter, man. That's a real gem.
You know, that's funny. I was getting to sleep last night, and I couldn't really sleep that well, so I turned that show on. You know, I go and listen to my old stuff sometimes, and yeah, that was a pretty decent show. So you know, sorry about all the ads. That's YouTube. I don't know what to do to turn that off. You know, because there's
Yeah,
like people have been telling me like, yeah, dude, there's like 20 ads. I was like, I don't know what to do about that. Like, I only have so much control from my Android. You know,
yeah,
I can't even get into the same options. I'm like, I don't know what to do. Like I don't want to completely turn off um the ads. I want a couple ads in there, right? Because I want to make a little bit of dough off of it, you know, because for the longest time I had no ads on, and I was like, man, I gotta at least I could at least make this pay for my monthly bill, right? So I was like, okay, turn the ads on.
worry about the ads. Jesus, I wouldn't be. I let them ads roll, man, because you know what I mean. You're not charging for these live videos, you know. But
Yeah,
I think it's important to start to charge for the Zoom and whatnot because you know it's a great platform for people to come in and we've got some great information to share and it can put a lot of people at ease. You know what I mean? Especially I know going back to myself 3 years ago, man, when I was fucking upside down with the cancer and that and all the help you gave me at the time, you know, it's great to have that platform there, bro.
yeah, man. Yeah, well, that's so. I guess yeah. I mean, you know, I just wish I could space them out a little bit because I know there's like I even tried to watch. I was like, damn, there's like 20 of them in the front of this video. I was like, hey YouTube, can you just space it out? Maybe like 20 minutes or something. Just let me speak for a little bit. Hey, so everybody over here on the YouTube side, feel free. That it's very simple to do. All you have to do is go to the number at the top, and that's my Zoom chat room. And you do not need a. Um, yeah, this is weird. 12:30. I really don't do shows at this hour, so it's like a different set of people. Um,
Yeah.
I'm usually doing them like at just the oddest hours from like I don't know, like 4, 5 o'clock until 4 in the morning, anywhere in there. Yeah. So
Four in
what's
the morning, so that would be yeah.
so
That'd be more yeah, it'd be morning time for me. Four would be somewhere around what time is it over
you
half 12?
you you
What is it?
you
It's
said
like
it.
12, 10 past 12
No,
over in
you
New
got to
York.
add
Is it?
7. You're ahead of me. You got to add 7 to 4.
Yeah, it's 7 now, yeah.
So you'd be 1 o'clock, or no, 11 o'clock, 11 a.m.
11 o'clock.
11 a.m. That'll be right, right?
Yeah, yeah, about
I'm
11
so
a.m.
good at math. 7 plus 4.
Yeah, there.
Yeah. So the title of this one was Plasma Overlord. We're gonna get into plasma again, um, because that was
How do you think then all this plasma and apocalypse everything is connected with aliens, man? And
that's so funny. That was my last the last 3 shows that I did was completely about that. Um,
oh man, I was loving it.
yeah. Um, I don't want to give too much away over here because I want them to come over here to come over
Yeah.
here and listen. Uh, but
Yeah, but
it
sit tight. I'm gonna go outside and have a little smoke here, so
okay. Go smoke something.
have a little tobacco here.
Okay, we'll go do that. I'll be back. I'll be back.
I'll be back.
Okay, weirdos on my YouTube. The Zoom chat is right above your head. It's right there. Go to Zoom, type it in, and you'll be able to see my face. You won't just get to see a black version of me. I don't know why this screen doesn't pick up colors as good as my phone does, but it's quite different. It's really weird. Even if I'd even changed where the computer is and where my phone is, it still wouldn't pick up the colors. The brightness factor is way better on the phone. Anyways, so and then we'll talk about the plasma again, and we'll talk about. I'm just gonna rehash some things I did in my earlier 2 videos this morning, um, this AM, and a friend of mine. I woke up early, and I was like, well, actually, she called me mad early in the morning, and and I was like, oh, I was so groggy. She's like, oh, I go back to bed. Well, look at Seifel is here. Look at this. What are you doing? Seifel has joined the room. Holy, holy hell ball, holy hell balls in a handbasket of holy shit. What's up, bro? What are you snacking on? Are you eating boogers? Snacking on some boogies? You got no mic, hey Holmes, you got no mic. I can't hear you. I don't know if you can hear me. I cannot hear you. Do you have hey turn your mic and go to the bottom left and turn the mic on and off. See if that works. Okay, now you're connecting. Uh-oh. Oh, you look like you rolled out of bed too. Did you just roll out? Oh, I can hear you.
I hear you.
I can hear you.
I heard something.
That's squeaky in your background. I think that's David at his back door. David Mannion's at his back door. He's squeaking around there.
I'm just here.
Yeah, yeah.
Hurts.
Well, it's good to see you, man. What are you eating? Suffle, what you snacking on? Now, now I can't hear you. What are you using? A computer or a phone?
Now you can.
Oh, I can hear you. You go in and out. Where's the mic at? Where's the mic at? Is it close to you?
You talking to me?
Now I can hear you. You know what? From this vantage point on this computer, you've never looked like him before, but you look like Benicio del Toro. You do. I think it's the mustache. It's really, it's really giving you a Benicio type look from Fear and Loathing. Do you see Fear and Loathing,
Is
right?
somebody else in the call here?
Yeah, David. He's standing at the back door, and I think he keeps moving the door, and it's squeaking. Here, I can turn his mic off. I think. Hold on.
No, I think that's people on the swing over here.
Oh, you got people swinging. All right,
Yeah, I'm at the park.
cool,
I
man.
didn't think. I didn't think of like. I thought I was just gonna talk in chat.
Well, cool. I'm glad. Well, I'm glad you came through. Maybe we can get Jay Marley to come through. Jay Marley, who's the Benicio del Toro guy? It's Cephal Sanchez. What do you go by on the on over here? S- I think he goes by he goes by what he has syphilis.
You small.
This is the syphilitis. I'm sure you've spoke to him. Do you know who Jay Marley is? Cephal?
Smoked out on the crazy.
Yeah, he got the crazy hair right now. He normally he's like Benicio's a good looking guy. He's extraordinarily good, handsome. Um, Cephal is, and just this morning he got the crazy hair and the crazy mustache right now. He's looking like the from the Fear and Loathing, whatever.
I'm going to
How you doing?
on the first.
Hey David, doesn't he? Hey David, do you know Cephal? David, that's
I know this. I know this man from Instagram,
yeah.
and we had a group urine
Yeah.
fast on Instagram one time as well, so back about maybe a month ago.
Okay, wicked,
What's
wicked.
up? I made that shit.
Right, man. What are you doing?
I'm trying to get my shit together.
Good.
Hey, for everybody over here in this, oh, Jay Marley says yo syphilitis. Jay Marley, if he comes over here, we made fun of him for having his shirt off all the time. Cephal has his shirt off all the time too. He's wearing one today. Cause where are you now? You're a little north of here, right? You live in.
I use it. I use it to know this shit, so I gotta like lure them in.
The Lord of the Rings. You're the Lord of the Flies.
What?
Well, for everybody else that's in here, we're on the Zoom, and there is no password required today. All you need to do is put the numbers in at the top of the screen. And I'll tell it to you again. I'll tell it to you again. Here it is. It's 873-6957-1986.
Mine has been ignoring me. I've been trying to invite him to the ayahuasca retreat.
Oh
He
yeah.
just gave up.
Oh. Well, I mean, I think probably because it's him and his girl, and they got the kid to work with now.
It's like father now. What the fuck?
Yeah, mine went from being crazy mind to crazy mind father. Pretty funny.
So weird.
Well, you are all my children, so that's just how I got to work with the world.
Learned so much from you, Ben.
Oh yeah, Jay Marley, Mr. Mannion is over here. Jay Marley says, "What up?"
I got the dreads coming.
Are you gonna let him go out for real? Are you gonna just freeform him, or you're twisting him up a little bit? You gonna let him go?
Huh? And do it.
Yeah. You gotta do it. You do all of it, the whole thing, or you gonna just do selective knots?
It's like some of them back here is bad. Like they're all just sticking together.
Do you
But
do you normally have do you have nappy hair to begin with? I know I asked this before, or did it just get that way? You got curly hair.
I've got. I mean, it hasn't got this. Yeah, I have curly hair.
Yeah, it's not now it's oily, greasy, nappy, and becoming a hoe.
Wearing
Yeah.
a crown of thorns.
Ah, yes. If you put that in, it's gonna get stuck, and it's not gonna be fun. I've had my hair knotted up. It took me an hour in the bathtub crying, scraping it out.
Do you remember when I used to have dreads?
I do not remember. I didn't know that. No, I've always remembered you just with a kind of shiny curly hair. Yeah, Jay Marley said he cannot join us right now because he moves too much. Um, so for the other 8 people, welcome to the YouTube. If you would do yourself a favor, you can go over to the Zoom and join us. Just use the number on the front there. That's the access. That's how you get in. You need no passcode today. Made it easy. And you maybe even David Mannion will bless us at some point with some what do you have? We got bongos and djembe and what else? What a tambour? What's the other ones?
I have some here at the house. I have some bongos.
Uh huh.
They've been written.
Bongos?
Yeah, David Mannion is one of the better bongo players I've ever heard in my life, and I hang around.
Bongo. Oh.
Yeah, I hang around people that play djembes and lots of musicians. And what is this? We have a new entry into the room. It's Ionian. I don't remember what it was. Connecting to the audio. Yeah, Ioniome. Yeah. Yeah. What it is,
Can people on YouTube see me?
YouTube cannot see you. YouTube's to my left. They do not see you.
Hmm.
You can only see David and Sifel uh, uh, if you come to the chat. And as
What?
Io Neom, we cannot see or hear from him or her. I think it's a him, I'm guessing. And because of the way he types, I'm also guessing that he is probably it's English second language. His first language, I'm guessing, is I'm going with Portuguese. And you can also IO. I'm gonna just call you IO. You can go to the bottom right corner and there's a button and hit I believe more, and there's a chat button. It's right there. Romanian. There it is. See, he typing. All right, wicked. See, you guys can see that now. Romanian. The Romanians. What's that? Where's Romania next to? It's very Slavic, right? Yeah. Yeah, Transylvania. Yeah. Okay. So you got a little bit. Okay. You got a little of that vampire blood in you. So do I think. I'm pretty sure I do. I've looked at my feet. My feet say I'm Greek. My widow's peak and my incisors say I'm Slavic and Dracula type. Yeah. And let's see. I want this hungry Siberia. Oh, the Ukraine. Yeah, I know a lot of you. Growing up, I knew a lot of Ukrainians because I played a lot of soccer. So for you other four people, feel free, join us. There were four. This will become it becomes more and more entertaining as more people show up. We get different flavors of people, and you can watch Seffel play with his hair. He's getting himself in order. He just rolled out of his bunk bed.
When I cracked my phone, the top speaker fell out.
Oh, so you can only kind of hear me.
Yeah, it's coming out like the bottom of my phone.
Wow, 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 wow. So you're getting the bass, the bass. What up, Ryan Gamble? What up, dude? Good to see you. Good to hear from you. I have to get at you about everything, bro. Just with dealing with some other bullshit, and then there's a hurricane, and that was supposed to occur. Feel free to join us on this chat if you want, dude. Um, the number is the Zoom shit that you were saying. So I'm trying to work out this thing, work out the kinks with this. Feel free to join. The numbers at the top. You don't need a password today. And if not, I will definitely holler at you today, or you holler at me, and we'll link up. Um, I was on some other shit for a little bit, man. Dealing
Like
with
the
some.
hurricane.
Yeah, the hurricane didn't even hit here. It was saying it was going to.
Yeah.
It was supposed to be really big. I mean, I don't know anybody that lives. It was very close to here, but um,
It was
Sarasota.
gonna
Not
send.
what's that?
It was gonna hit the sounds like it's been dry.
Yeah, it was around the Gulf. It got into the Gulf Coast really heavy apparently, and it just sat there, raining and windy over there. But I don't know anybody there, so I can't confirm that because the maps that I was looking at, they were all different. One on the Weather Channel was saying that it was going west, and the other one it was going east, and the other one was smaller. I couldn't really fucking figure out. The Jew harp, yeah, isn't that like a jaw harp? The Jew harp, the Guambarde. The Jew harp. Isn't that the instrument that you play with your mouth? It's like a jaw harp. It's a little different shape. Is that the one? Or am I completely off base here because I'm just rhyming Jew with jaw? Hey, there's 9 people here. You can all feel free to join if you'd like to. Right now, look at this. There's 5 of us, and it's including Ryan motherfucking Gamble. Welcome, Ryan Gamble. What are you doing?
Oh, I gotta swipe to see the sport. How many?
there, there he is. There he is. It's a pleasure to see you, sir. Your audio is not connected yet. It takes a second. Give it 1 second for your audio. It's like a 5. I don't know why it takes 5 second
That's
lead in.
I don't know why it takes 5 second lead in.
Yeah, you gotta Ryan, I think you still have me on the YouTube. Pause the sound on the YouTube. There you go, because it's got the echo. Okay, so Jay Marley, that's what it was. Yeah, yeah, I've heard a couple of people play that. So there's 9 people on the live stream. Feel free to join us over here. There's a good 5 of us. You have the powers of David Mannion's hands on the bongos, Orion's mind, and Cephal's great hair. The great hair, the Mister of hair.
why?
Now he's hidden. He's hiding from us now.
In this
I don't know. Good day now, man. I was all night, couldn't sleep again, man. I haven't been able to sleep. Last night I finally got a little sleep, woke up. I was like, all night, it's supposed to be a hurricane. Supposed to be really windy. Sunny all day, man. Sunny yesterday. No hurricane, no water, no nothing. Because somebody said it's going to hit you. I was like, I steer hurricanes. I was like, it will not. It will go that way. It's like, it will go east. And it did. Swell. Do you know Syphil? Yeah, he's on the Instagram sometimes in one of the chats. The,
I
the,
think
the,
I think I saw you talking about plasma. You know, is that you? That's not your name on Instagram, is it, bro?
I forget what I think he goes by something Cephal something. Cephal
Yeah.
something. It's not Sanchez. Um,
I was talking about
What?
plasma and awareness, plasma awareness and stuff like that.
he does a lot. He does a lot of. He's high knowledge. He a youngster, but he knows a lot of shit.
Yeah, I remember I think someone trolled it and tried to troll it like, Zen, why are you supporting this? I think something like that. And
Oh
you
yes,
replied,
yes, yes, yes. That's right. Me and him did a yes. You're correct. And somebody did. I was like, why? I was like, who? Why do you care? Like, I can fuck around with whoever I want. Like, he's a good dude. So fuck you. Get off my channel. Get off his
I,
channel.
I, 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 I would resonate with you. Really, mate.
Yo, I love your accent, dude.
Yeah, respect, bro. You know how the saying goes, man. The trolls stay under the bridge anyway, innit?
Yep.
All good.
You ain't got to pay them nothing. They stay under the bridge. Yeah.
Yeah,
They stay. They
Yeah.
stay.
true that trolls are actually good people. Some of them.
Trolls are.
Like,
Yeah.
trolls,
Some of them you can throw a coin to. They're okay. But sometimes you can turn those trolls into powerful people. But
I wanted to ask you something there. Um, you know the this like thing that happens once you start, you know, getting into your own like juice and that, yeah. Like, is that the same as Kundalini and what is the difference between Kundalini and real?
Kundalini
Real
and
energy,
what?
the real energy, RID.
Oh, I don't know that I can answer that correctly. I know that I know the energy of what Kundalini seems to be. And no one can verify it. Like you feel something, it's an energy you get throughout your. It's like an orgasm, but it kind of starts at the base and rolls up into your skull, and it's like doing a whip it, it has a direct. It moves up to your spine into your head, and sometimes you can throw energy out of your hands. That's what I think it is, because I've had experiences with that. Um, sometimes it's like doing some magic mushrooms and some MDMA, but it's very directed. It's very directed. At least that's what I've noticed. And I've read this book. If you want to go deeper into it, it's called I think it's called the Physiology of Kundalini. Physiology of Kundalini. It's a really long book that explains it, how it works, what it's all about. It's really good. Maybe it's not the physiology. It's something of the Kundalini.
I know I have that book, Zen. It's called oh, it's by 1 second.
Yeah, thank you. See, look at that. See how simple that is. Yeah, and what's
oh,
going on right now with
one
the
thing I
with
know about it,
hmm?
Ryan Cropper's video on it.
Ryan Cropper?
Video, huh?
Say it again about Ryan Cropper. I know who.
Ryan Cropper.
Yeah, I know him. Stuff with your mic is you too far away from your mic, my guy.
For me.
No, Ryan or Cephal. Why did I say Ryan? Cephal. You're too far from your mic. I couldn't hear what you said. You said something about Ryan Cropper.
Oh, so what I know about it, I learned from Ryan Cropper.
Yeah,
He
yeah,
makes videos on,
yeah. Ryan Cropper's
like,
videos are really good.
like he doesn't really explain the technique he used, but like he's getting like progress.
Mm-hmm.
Like talking about his organs shaking and shit. Like I posted it on my Instagram. I was really good.
Yeah, Ryan Cropper. His early stuff I really liked. I haven't really followed him as of late, but yeah, I got a lot of good information from him. Hey, David, did you find the name of that book?
Yeah, I have it right here. It's Biology of Kundalini by Jana Dixon.
Yeah, there you go. The biology. Yeah, really good
I've
book.
never looked at that. I downloaded that. I
Yeah,
think it was recommendations from Secret Energy when
mm-hmm.
those guys.
It's a chunky, thick scientific book, man. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I haven't really studied. So a couple people have asked me about virile energy recently, and I've never really studied it that deep. So that will be something I'll have to get into pretty soon and see if I can't decipher the
Do you know
difference.
what I wanted to ask, bro? Because like ever since I started fucking with these Shilajits and all these different things, and different techniques, I never told you. It got to a point, I felt like so energized and like it's like I that. I don't know if this is a paradox. It makes me sometimes tired with that trance all the time. You know what I
Mm-hmm.
mean? And like, it's like I could even feel. I'm still like getting past it now. Yeah, I can feel the blockages in my heart space. I can feel all that. And I think, oh, and it's just all the shit I've been doing to myself.
Yeah, well, yeah,
You know?
you're because you're pushing energy through your body in different ways, so you're building up energy. But if you have any blockages, you'll definitely notice where they are. So the best suggestion I have is definitely go see an acupuncturist and just tell them where you feel blocked, and they can open up that pathway, and then that energy that would normally. So it's kind of if you put a knot into a hose, some energy is going to get through, but most of it's going to be built up there, and you're going to feel this pressure somewhere. Yeah, and it's like opening up those pathways. You know, maybe get your spine adjusted. I don't know. You do some exercises, but I think a lot of it is that TCM, traditional Chinese medicine, of a couple needles in you that opens up a lot of different energetic pathways.
So,
I want to learn all that. Have you ever heard of like etheric needles?
I've heard of this, but yeah, like people have said they can do it from a distance, like healing from a distance or something,
Yeah.
and so they can do etherically, like it's kind of like doing Reiki, where you don't really need to put your hands on somebody's body. You can put it above it, and they can still feel the energy off of your hands. I mean, I still prefer the real, for if you've never done it before, it's like I still prefer like the needle itself, you know. I still prefer like, hands-on massage plus Reiki. I mean, for me, like if somebody is doing Reiki, I can tell if they're doing it right. I can tell if they're actually throwing energy or if it's just heat off their hands. It's wildly different. Yeah,
a lot of Reiki healers these
Sure.
days, man. So,
there are a lot, man. Yes, it's so funny.
Like,
Somebody I just met recently on here who was supposed to was going to be on chat last night. Maybe I'll get her to come on today. Um, I'd never seen her before, and she's like, "Oh my God, who the fuck are you? You're just my favorite new person."
been working with the
And I
Reiki symbol.
so I checked out. That's awesome, dude. Look at that.
That's cool.
Yeah, man. That's yours. That you painted that?
Yep.
Uh huh. Wicked, bro.
Thank
I just went to her Instagram, and I clicked on like two pictures of her, and one of it was like a little bit of a loop, and she put her hand up and did something, and she has the exact same um, Reiki symbol that I do on her right here. It was just interesting to see because I've never seen her before, never talked to her. I clicked on two pictures of her, and it was like a 5 second clip, and she had the exact same. Uh, it's the Chokeru Reiki symbol of power, and I was like, that's so interesting, so interesting. It's kind of weird connections you make.
Yeah, I hear you, Ryan, on that. You're saying about the Sheila Jade. Few years ago, I was taking Sheila Jade zeolite, and I was doing a lot of fasting, and I had that Kundalini rise up my spine, man, and it nearly blew my fucking head clean off my shoulders. The problem at the time, the body wasn't clean enough, and I wasn't grounded enough. So the energy was so intense that I would have blown out fucking energy centers behind the heart and the mid spine there. I'm still working on that 3 years later, trying to do some work on that all the time as well, you know. But I think grounding and having the body clean. I think I was going too fucking hard as well, too hard into fasting, too hard into.
yeah, well, I'm not gonna lie. I think my all make the mistake of maybe like when I started watching Seven Bomber and like, wow, I want to be like that. You know what I mean? Start going extreme and that. Yeah.
Hmm.
And I'd definitely say to people who are watching, definitely take note that baby steps is the main. You know what I mean? Start to
Always,
know what
yeah.
you're doing.
You can go too hard into it. I was doing a lot of urine fasting and just taking in a lot of juices, man, and lemon juice and stuff at the time as well. It can go. I think you can just go too hard at it sometimes. What do you think on that, Zen? What do you recommend?
Yeah, I mean, well, because I'm a maniac, I'm a Gemini. I always go too hard at something because I want to know what it's going to do to me. So that way, if somebody
Exactly.
else,
Yeah.
so I can advise someone else. Yeah, baby
Yeah.
steps is the way to go for most people. They like a very linear path and taking these steps to get somewhere. Um, because whenever you're doing cleansing and you know people, this is why I say people always say, hey Zen, what do you think about dry fasting? I'm like, don't do it. I was like, if you've not fasted on water for 40 days, don't talk to me about it. If you can't fast 1 week, every single week for 1 or 2 days on water, I don't want to hear anything about you telling anyone to dry fast, because dry fast is going to you can clog your system up. You can clog your system up by fasting on anything too much, because you start pushing all of the, so you got built up toxins and they start to go into your organs and they'll clog your organs up. So if you don't know how to clean your organs out and you're just cleaning your blood, you could really back something up and you could really blow something out. The same thing, like you said, with Kundalini, you can blow out organs because you're literally like, you have a clogged up organ and you're trying to throw some energy through it. Man, and you spend up time fixing the organ more than you would if you just clean it out first. I mean, think of it. It's an organ. Think if you got a pipe. Think if you got a flute, a trumpet. You got to clean it out before you start to play it. So if I start blowing on it real hard, I could break something in it. You know, that's kind of akin to fasting, really
Damn.
fasting, or throwing Kundalini through you. It's funny you say She Legit, because I was thinking about She Legit the other day, and I haven't used it in a while, and now I'm gonna go grab some.
Is it?
She legit. Have you been using the She legit long, right?
Uh, I've used it on and off for about a year, but I come away from it because I do think we've got to clean the body. There's some people I know say they have great results from it, but they don't use it for spiritual purposes, but they use it for strength of the gym.
Oh, here,
Um,
I'll give you guys an idea. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. Go on, what you're saying.
Definitely, it's definitely some great stuff.
it's wild, mate. It's wild. So I kind of I save it for the right time, mate. Do you know what I mean? Save
Yeah.
it.
Here's
They
some
ain't even had yet.
here's something that will help clean up your basically your bloodstream and anything L-arginine. This would put energy through you and clean out pathways. Like if I'm feeling like I have a little bit of a clog in my foot because I was eating a bunch of bullshit, this is basically will start to clean things out of your body and boost your energy. So I'll see what these do, along with the little She Legit.
What's it called? She legit.
She legit.
Yeah. Here's the stuff I have. I've used like 3 or 4 different brands, but I've used them at different times. So people are like, "Hey, what's the best?" I'm like, "Dude, I usually whenever I start to do a cleanse, I do all of the things, so I can't actually specifically say, "Oh, this is the best thing to do. This is the, you know, oh man, it's such a funky smell, huh?" So
Yeah.
I don't know which. So it's hard to say what is the best thing to use, because whenever I do cleanses and do things, I go hardcore at it. I just like, if I'm gonna do something, I'm doing it until it's done. And so like I'll start doing this right now, and then I'll go and grab myself some what is the bark called? There's a couple things I'll do. Like I'll do cinchona bark, start cleansing my blood. I'll do some enemas. I'll do this and that, and I'll be like, you know, up here, just vibrating, like levitating. So it's hard to specifically point at one thing to say that's the best thing or that's the best brand, because I've tried all the stuff, and I know what combination of things works.
Could I ask you what you guys think about like like the new age people's talk about like how can I say like guides and like these higher selves that are supposed to be like watching over us and that, yeah.
Hmm.
One reason why I want to ask this question is because like I can look back in time the timeline of my life and see when things have been flipped around and moved around to keep maybe me or certain people around me that have been assisting me on my path towards where I am now. I can see that, but I ain't had no experiences like when people say, well, yeah, when you get really tapped in, your higher self gonna come and speak to you, or some, ancestors and all this kind of stuff. I ain't had that, so, and I've developed a lot of energy right now. So to me, I'm thinking, how come?
So sometimes spirit guides are just somebody that they don't even know it, but they walk into your life and they do something for you. They don't even realize it, but they are. And then you have spirit guides that are basically invisible, and they kind of speak to you through telepathy, where you're about to take a left, and then it says, "No, take a right here." And then if you listen, you'll take a right, right? And then you have people that have like kind of embodied their lower self, but they're of a higher value, they're of a higher realm, and they're just like, no, I'm gonna come walk down here on Earth, and I'll guide these people, and that's their path, and they stay connected to what you'd call higher self, so they're connected to a higher, eh, the higher order of things. They've been around the block. Let's say it that way. They've been around the block, so they'll come into this realm and literally guide you, like make sure, like, just this way. It's like a coach, right? Not a teacher, a coach. It's a different thing. And yeah, so and your higher self, I don't know anything about that per se. I think you're supposed to combine what you believe your higher self and what your lower self is. That's like your good and your evil, your dark and your light. That's the way I see it. You know, because certainly there are alien beings. Certainly there are some weird things going on these days. But
Well, it's a little bit tricky at the moment, man. Like, I'll be honest with you, like, so,
oh yeah, the trippy
like,
stuff was this morning. I woke up to a friend of mine calling me, and I was like, huh. I kind of just woke up all groggy, and then she's like, "Oh, I'll call you back when you wake up." So I just like I watched this dude's channel. His name is Smish Roomery, and he does like a daily thing where he just scours the internet, and just has the weirdest, like, just finds the weirdest thing on there and puts these kind of, he tells you about it, and he'll put his little 2 cents in here and there. And I've been telling people for a while. There's three things that are happening. It's the red blue shift, the purple, and then the green, right? The green plasma. And this morning, he gets up, and he's like, the first article he reads is about the aurora borealis and how it's the energy of the green plasma has moved, and it's all over Iceland now because, and this is, I was just saying this for the past few days to people, because the the shell that's around the Earth is basically vanished. It's almost gone. This is why the energy is so different here now. So you see the red color in the skies and in Cali and all of that on the news. That is part of the plasma. That's part of the iron ore that's being burnt off. And then the purple is a different energy center. And then the green of the aurora borealis is another set of energies. And so, like, we're used to blue skies, and now all of a sudden we walk outside and you see red skies, orange skies, green skies, purple skies. How crazy is that? And these green skies, he said, is all because the I mean, I guess what do you call it? The ozone layer. The ozone layer is even the government came out finally and said, yeah, the ozone layer is almost completely depleted, and that ozone layer, if once that's gone, the energy on this planet changes, and this is why the plasma apocalypse is a real thing. This is why everything's, no one can sleep. No one, everyone's energy is all weird, or it's either up or just weird. It's all over the place. Temperatures are
how, how,
changing.
how do you think the words came to be like some sort of guidelines towards like the things that you began to notice about?
Yeah, let me turn this up a little bit. I couldn't really hear you. Say that one more time, Ryan.
Are you noticing those things in your dreams, Ryan? Or are you noticing them in your everyday life? Say,
What's that?
would you say that that you're noticing you were saying that you're noticing spirits and things, no?
No, I was just saying that, like, when I look back over my life, yeah, certain cues have kept me away from things that I probably potentially would have definitely been heading towards, or would have kept me away from certain kind of um, circumstances. What helped me to better my understanding of myself. Yeah, there was things seem to be moved around and like put in place for me. Um, so I could work towards, getting myself never asleep. I've never wanted to have an authority over me, but I was very much, I was low vibing because I was just deeply involved in criminality. Yeah. So I was sleeping in a way of me thinking I needed to be in a race against everyone. Do you know what I mean? But I knew that I was never pleased to be told what to do or subjugated. You know what I'm saying? And I was into all this David Icke audition, and I used to do mad stuff like that. I'd go to the Freemason buildings when I was like 13, 14, and I'd be like, what's this shit?
Yeah.
Stuff.
Yeah.
So I wasn't asleep, but I was asleep. I had to raise up a little bit above where I was. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I think you said sometimes you were low vibing. But here, look at this picture. I'm gonna show you something. This is a picture from. Stop the video. You can still hear me now. You see that picture right there?
Yeah, yeah.
So, okay, the picture in the middle is a sigil that I drew, and on the outside you see the color spectrum. You have to once you've been aware of things, once you see what's going on, then you have to walk through the realms. You have to go up and down the ladder. You have to sometimes, you know, you take. I've always thought it was this way. You take 2 steps up and then 1 step back. That 2 step forward is so you're the one that's going to go look ahead at the higher realm and then take a step back to grab the people and say, hey, come on, it's okay. And you take 2 steps forward as they're waiting and then 1 step back and grab them. Let's go. And so every time that you're stepping up a level, you still have to step back a level. You just take 2 steps ahead, and then but you still have to go through that spectrum. So you're taking an octave up, but you're still going through. If I'm playing a piano and I'm down here playing, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, right? And then after I get to that next octave, I still have to do the same thing again, and I'm going to go up that octave, and I'm going to come back down a little bit, and I go to the next octave. But so you're still playing with you're still playing the same keys in a different octave. So you're leveling up, and sometimes you just take a step back to help people, right? So, yeah, so there's a that's me in the middle. and
Um,
and that
yeah.
picture that you see right there on the outside, that's from Norb's world. Yeah.
Do you know what's funny as well, bro? I had, like, I don't know, man, something recently just walked back into, like, eating I hardly ever eat. I don't eat anyway, I'm always fasting, bro.
hmm
But just, like, for some reason I've had, like, to go and get some.
You're kind of big. You're kind of big though, right? You're just fast, but you're kind of big.
Not compared to what I used to be. I was proper chunky before.
Like chunky,
Like,
or like chunky, or you mean like musculature?
yeah, I was stacked, bro. Because I was in jail and I come out. So
Yeah.
when people see me like this, they think it looks big to some people.
Uh huh.
Most people know me doesn't look big, and they're like,
Yeah. Yeah. David Mannion's is a tall, lanky character.
Yeah.
He's a tall. He's a lanky. He's noodly.
what part of Ireland are you from, bro?
I'm from Athlone, right? Just a middleman. Right,
Okay.
right in the centre of it, yeah, Athlone. I'm living here about 8 years now, but I'm originally from the mountain area over around Sleep Bloom Mountains.
Part nice and energetically wise, isn't it? Ireland, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
that's right, yeah, yeah.
People don't realise that.
Hey, whoever's over here on the YouTube, there's 6 people here. You can feel free to join the Zoom chat. There's like 5 of us over here now. It's David and Ryan and Sifel and obviously myself. Just put the numbers in the Zoom chat. You don't need a password. Come join us, and yeah, it'll be fun. Do it now.
And especially in like Ireland and that, so yeah. Yeah, but I love Ireland as well. I don't know, well, you must know, I know you know, in England, because we went through a lot of racism with the English, and like, basically,
Hey Parsival,
when
what's
I
up,
was
man?
there weren't a lot of mixed race people,
Oops.
That's
so,
right, yeah.
but
Yeah.
we experienced
Did you hear me, Parsival? What's going on, man?
same
If you want to join, it's the number. You don't even need a It's no room password required. Just the room
Where's
number.
England are you
It's
from?
right in the front of the thing. Here, I'll tell it to you if you want to know.
Birmingham, alright.
If it's easier this way. Here it is.
yeah,
873-6957 1986. Feel free to join us, man.
Actually, I have a band I think Dappy, you know Dappy. Dappy, he's from over around that area as
I'll be
well.
back.
Around Birmingham. Yeah, but yeah, you were just saying there, Ryan, about spirit guides and different things. I think as we cleanse the vessel, man, and we start using things like She Legit, you're doing a lot of fasting and things like that. The frequency of the body starts to go up, and you start communicating. I know for me, 3 years ago when I got in heavy into fasting, man, I ended up in all different types of realms and alien ships, man, and all different types of things. And I had all these guys, whether it was like, God, it's just one larger consciousness, and they were helping me out at the time, giving me information on what to do, and it was fascinating. But I think I was going really hard into the fast, and I was going into places that there was fear attached because I didn't know it was all so new to me. So I think some of it is it's good to try and take it not so fast, not so because what do you think? What do you think, saying on the She Legit and fasting and decalcifying the pineal gland and how that?
A little piece of I got a little She Legit right here. I missed the whole. Hey, we have a special guest. Look at who's here. What up, Parsival? Smoking the pipe, I see. So I don't know. I don't think anyone here has been in the room while you were here at Parsival. I think these are all new people to you. Maybe you've met them before. Maybe David. Definitely not Ryan. And I don't think Cephal either.
Hi, just call me Sai.
Okay, yeah, Side. I'm calling you Syphilis. I don't care. I don't care, Syphilis.
You don't know how hard it was for me in school with this name, bro.
Well, okay, well, fine, Sai.
Powerful initials though, any the SS, the
Yeah, he
SS.
is the SS. He's Secret Service, man.
Just saying.
But, yo, I got a question for you guys then, yeah? When the blender stops.
What?
So, like, you see, right now, obviously, very strange times, very, like, high energy times, very, I suppose, like, what seems to me like the world's returning back into chaos. You know what I mean? That's what it looks like to me. I don't know what to make of it myself. Just, just try and do our best. I think that like budget
It's like the separation from like we're getting better at this shit. But then like they're falling further in chaos. And,
So yeah, what I wanted to know.
I don't think it's gonna let up anytime soon. I think it's gonna get worse.
This is what I'm saying. It looks like that to me, and I'm like, you try and project yourself mentally to like the best future you can. What I wanted to ask is like, what do you guys think is the best advice for people that may be like, a bit all over the place with thinking, what to do?
Man, for people that are all over the place, man, it's. I guess if you still have a job, you probably have a little bit of normality to your life. If you still got if your job is you're still employed, but for a lot of people, they're sitting out there going, "What the hell is going on? And where is this all going? And when does this crazy bullshit end?" I'm wondering at what point people are going to go, "This is absolute ridiculous." It's actually like more and more people. What I've seen is they're getting more and more involved with okay it's actually a real thing because we know what we're talking about here the crow video kind of nonsense. We all know it's nonsense. Everybody knows this they know it intuitively, but on the soup on out here they're just going, no, that's real, that you gotta, that's what we need to fear. And they're just eating the fear up. And what should you do? I don't know i don't know man. It's like breathe more, put your feet on the earth more. It's difficult because the communication between people, like here, we can see each other's face, so we can smile, haha, hi, because the communication isn't just verbally, but we're social creatures, and because people are being isolated and societally uh, removed from each other, that's a major degree of unhealth. So I think the what people could do is they could do stuff like this, The computer access, people still have that. People can still get online and interact to some way where they don't have to feel like they need to wear a mask, and they can express themselves to some degree. Because I think the world is about the arts, which is expression, and it's whatever you think. It's um, just because I talk the same shit in public, but like all the shit that I say on here, I say in public, and that's my part of my expression. So that's why I feel comfortable and healthy and confident. But people, and now they've repressed themselves so much they can't even. They have to. They can't even smile. You don't even know if they're smiling. They're kind of frowning. They're reserved. So how can they express themselves? Well, some people play music. Some people draw. Some people have arty outlets of being introverted. AJ Victor is here now. What's up, Jao Victor? Um, some people are reserved. They need to find an outlet to express themselves, and for some people, an outlet is participating in something like this. You know what I mean? To make a channel, just make a YouTube channel. Come to some kind of crazy meeting like this. Even though it's online, at least there's a point of expression.
Dead ass.
I think, that's a good answer, man, because, like, I'm not gonna lie, man. A lot of energy kicking out these days, and sometimes looking at a lot of things. People always sending me stuff as well, and like, it's like people are trying to like send you information and I'm like, what do you expect me to do with this? Trying to, like, this one geezer sent me 2 videos. It's like, yo, the Queen stepped down. Then some other stuff about something to do with um, one of the buildings in the US, and he's saying, look, the flag's down. It's not at half mast. All this rubbish and that, yeah. And I just thought to myself, well, I ain't trying to look at that anyway. I'm just trying to keep looking at like the things that better me and make me feel better. Do you know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
trying to say?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's all irrelevant.
Well, yeah. Well, you know what? For some people, Ryan, that kind of thing is what like think of your favorite poet, or maybe some musicians. What they use is they use the negative to express a positive. So sometimes for people, that's fertile ground, and that's like for me. I don't mind that kind of shit because I like to transmute it. I'm a Gemini, so I like the dark. I like that really like okay, and I can turn that into some brightness. Other people, what they want is just bring me. I'll take the brightness and I'll divide it up amongst people. And so sometimes, so this is the thing. For some people, their expression is important, and some other people, they'll get just as much out of listening. Some people they'll feel more comfortable and calm and relaxed by listening to me, or you, or whoever. I have a very calming, charming, lovely, balanced voice. To certain people. Other people, they'll hear what I have to say. So some people they participate by participating, and some people participate by watching. So any way you look at it, it's better to have you have to learn, you have to find a way to socialize with people. That's it, expression and socialization, because they've repressed your ability to smile, to think, to breathe, to speak, to interact.
She's
Hello, hello, little
she's
human.
upset. She's upset, like, because I'm not. We don't. You don't pay her attention. She's not upset. She's like,
Hello, little human.
say hello to the guys. You know what, bro? Look what she's doing. She does all this.
Yeah, she's doing the mudras already.
No one even tell her about this.
Oh yeah, because she already knows. She already knows the energy she needs to put it.
All of it.
Yeah,
Yeah. So
that's
yeah,
awesome.
man. Just keep it chilling, innit? Just keep it chilling, bro. Yeah, and just do like you say. Do your art. Do your whatever you can. Just that's it, and it's stay in the zone, bro. But also you gotta be thinking about certain things because, like, true, anything can happen, and it, bro. Like you say, plasma thing seems like it can be a thing. So people need to be thinking about that.
Hey, whoever's over here, feel
Um,
free. Use that number. Come over to
and
the Zoom chat. There's about
truth and that, innit?
seven of us
Truth.
in here.
You know what I mean?
Feel free. It's right at the top of the screen.
You're muted, bro. You're muted.
Oh, yeah.
Well,
You're
I'm
muted.
sorry. I muted my side. I could. You were going in and out the end. I'm sorry, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm just
I don't know
saying.
if you were addressing a question to me or just the room in general.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying, like, there's been food shortages as well, so, gotta be on point, innit? save like pencils and stuff, and it like that dumb stuff in the ship.
Yeah, it's that you never know. So you just should express. You should Who is this? Zen. Oh, Zen's. Here's a fun one. Zen's anal charade is here. I know who. I don't know who that is, but I know that that's a person that we've met before. We'll see. Yeah, the interaction and the expression and the plasma thing is forcing people into some sort of energetic state. Most people, hey David Mannion, your nose is sideways and your I don't know if that is that. I'm just saying your screen is deaded. Just so you know, the plasma energy is giving people more energy, and most people don't know what to do with it. If I was just like tomorrow, I'll give you all the energy, I'll give you all the money. What would you do with it? You wouldn't know. If I said tomorrow you win the lottery, what would you do? Tomorrow I gave you a winning ticket. You would be so filled with energy that you'd be overwhelmed. You would have any clue what to do with it. And so the best thing to do is just start to use your energy. And energy should not be hoarded. It should be like a river. You should move it forward, keep it moving. You push energy forward, and it makes its way back around into this whole cycle of things. So the energy that you're getting, you have to do something with it. And if you're used to being out there in public doing things, and now all of a sudden, um, if if you if you're used to being out in public doing things, you have to find a new way to express your energies. And because there's more energy now, and they're like, hey, 6 feet away, put a mask on, stay inside. You have a different. It's like putting you in a shell. Nobody puts baby in a corner. There's a way to express that energy, and that plasma is putting a lot of extra energy into people, a lot of extra energy. And so it's like maybe you should take up a new hobby, maybe learn something, read a book, do some push-ups. I don't know. It's
But
different for everybody.
not the thing is, yeah, like we're not on lockdown, but we're on only 6 people can come to us, like can sit together, yeah, over here now, yeah.
Oh,
Like
that's what it's for you. Yeah. Okay.
the hunting for the prime minister and all his cronies, they can go more than 6 people. I think people who play soccer can have more than 6 people. Obviously, they've got to, have it at a certain, certain things can be more than 6 people. It's starting to piss a lot of people off, right?
Hmm.
The funny thing is, people are going, well, how come, like, it shows you the cognitive dissonance because people go, well, how come they can hunt and how come blah, 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 like they can play football? And I'm saying, because it's bullshit. And they go, no, but we know someone who died of it. I'm like, hold on. You're saying how come, and you're seeing the holes in the story. But you're still like,
It's strong. And you know what it is, because they're using the whole dialogue of that, and then in the U.S. it's the Black Lives Matter nonsense, and to push some sort of divide where the people, what they want is, they don't want their hand they're keeping their hands clean. They're suggesting a bunch of things to people so that you're mad at your neighbor, and the people are in the streets are going to be fighting amongst themselves, killing each other off, and they don't have to do a damn thing about it. All they got to do is put out this one little thing, and instead of people being mad at the correct people, not mad at the politicians, they're not mad at the government, they're not mad at the people that are going along with this charade, this nonsense, this bullshit, this chicanery. They're not mad at them because they don't know a way to express themselves to them. But they're going to be mad as fuck at their neighbor and the people down the street, and they're finding the wrong outlet for their aggression and anger. You can take that aggression and anger out in the right place. Write a letter, get on that computer, and tell those people that they're pieces of shit. Don't do that to your neighbors. Don't do that to people around you, your community, but that people don't know how to outlet themselves. Or you could go the other way and turn that like anger and animosity turn into something beautiful and creative. There's some people that do that. You can do it both ways. Just learn where the. It's like this. How many people here know this? You've had a bad day at work, and you take it out at your husband or wife or your girlfriend or whatever, and you're like, oh damn it, why am I? Or you yell at one of your friends, and like, you didn't even do anything wrong. It's something that happened over there, and you bring it from your past, or you bring it from work or whatever, and you take it out on the wrong person. And as a society, they're teaching us to do that. So we take out our aggression, our anger, our frustrations out on the wrong people that don't deserve it. Everyone's guilty of that.
yeah, it's crazy. They're trying to tell people to snitch on each other as well.
Ah, see?
Anyone got more than 6 people that
Yeah.
we shoot its hand off. And my friend put up a post and says, just remember this year, the government are not going to watch over your house when you leave for holiday. They're not going to help you change your tire on your car. They're not going to keep an eye on your kid when your kid's playing in the street and build up a bunch of things that neighbours are supposed to do for each other. Since
Yeah.
the government ain't going to do that, so if you want to start snitching on each other,
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's Orwellian. It's Orwellian. Just they'll police yourself. I mean, the thought police are already here for everybody. Everybody's got their own thought police running around their head, but now they got their neighbors doing it. So they don't even need. This is why they want to defund the police because they don't need them anymore. They don't need a military. They don't need a military. What are they gonna? It's your neighbors. Your neighbors are gonna be the one just hating each other, bitching and complaining about each other. That's that. That's it, man. the t-
notice the new Dune films out, this new version of Dune.
I have not seen it.
Nah, they bought it. One is coming out in 2020 or like what the end of this year, right? And I was like, wow, I can't believe they bought that one out at this time.
Right at the right time, huh? Doom, huh? Doomsday, right?
Like, yo, that's what I'm saying. It's like I watched that film because I watched like you. I think you and Michael Tesari and even Sevan mentioned it. Yeah. And then one time I watched it, it's just like I started to realise that like I always knew some of these films are like blatantly telling you some stuff. And that one there, to be honest with you, it's proper trippy because it's showing you about how like strong your mind has to be to realise the vastness of what might be going on. You know,
What
but at
might
the
be
same,
what might be going on? Like, what level are you looking at this from? Are you inside of the fishbowl and you're mad at the other fish? Are you looking outside of the fishbowl? Are you outside the fishbowl looking in? Are you feeding the fish? Are you running the whole pet store? You know, do you run the block? I mean, where are you looking at this from? It's like, oh, there's all these levels and layers to what's going on here, and most people's psychology is so I don't know. It's so base level. It's so like they look in the mirror and then now people are like they got all day long. What are they gonna do? What do people do when they're bored? Eat. Eating all day because you're bored. I do it sometimes. You're inside the house. You got no outlet for creativity. You ain't doing anything. You're just gonna go over there, like, just stare in the refrigerator. Is there anything new in there? Close that bitch up. Walk over the cupboard. 10 minutes later, walk back in there, staring at the empty. He's staring into the fridge, hoping there's something new in there. Already knowing damn well you looked in there 30 times, but you're looking to eat. You just want to eat. You want to just feed your feelings and your emotions. You want to feed some sort of, I don't know. It's something that needs to be fed, rather than, I don't know. Whenever you're in that other creative realm, you could go a day, 2 days. You're working on something. You don't even need to eat. You're not even thinking about it. You're just thinking about you're putting something out there rather than consuming. It's called fear and consumption. If you live in a state of constant fear, you want to consume something, but you could just turn the other consumption rather be you can either produce or you can consume. That's about the size of it. And you got people that are producing things and they're consuming much less. Weird, strange ways. Strange ways. Hey, if you,
I want to say that like this new thing is separated me from my whole family. But it's also allowed me to be free and completely be in this life, in this shamanic world, right? So like, it really is the split, and I think like in everybody's life, there's some like fifth dimensional or like a higher vibrational pockets of shit that's happening to them, and then they're separating from the bullshit and dealing with it their own way.
It was everybody's Groundhog Day this year,
for
So
damn sure.
you got a chance to fix it.
Even if
Good,
it's
you can
fucked
fix it.
up and they try to they're doing all these tactics and fucking trying to fix it, it's still going to turn out with us evolving and adapting to the shit and like they're destroying themselves
Hmm.
by destroying us because keep shit going.
Yeah, if everything is reflective, they'll destroy themselves, but they'll only destroy like the lower aspects of us, like the weaker things that are inside of you. They'll be destroying that because they are a reflection of the weakest thing in you. Like, why is it the least and weakest among us seem to be controlling and running the world? Literally every aspect of it. Weak people, small-minded, selfish. Like, that is, we have that in us, but it's just little pieces of us. That's that completely. You're looking at a reflection of the weakest parts of you, and as soon as they'll die. We can do it by just consuming your urine, cleaning yourself out, and those things they don't really exist to you, and they're gonna die off anyways. It's gonna die. It's gonna happen one way or another, and I think it's personally gonna happen in two directions. From top to bottom and bottom to top. So there's going to be something that people do to clean themselves, and there's going to be something that is going on out here in the realm. It's going to be like just picking these people out of this realm. How many of them we already like, dismissed? How many of these apparent world leaders have went underground or don't even we can't even see them no more? Where are they? I don't hear them speaking. They ain't saying shit. Where'd the queen go? That castle is that's empty. Who would have imagined? Where did all those people that were working there? They're gone. Where'd they head to? Where did these people go? Well, they were all part of the same club, but I mean, there's a bigger thing. Hmm.
I watched a piece where Tom Cruise went to watch Tenet in England, and he went past the gate, and there was no seal on it. You know, he went past the palace,
Hmm.
and this was last week. Still no seal.
Hmm.
So what was on there?
The seal. One of the seals on the gates. Yeah.
What's the seal? Oh,
Yeah.
huh.
So there's seals all over the. Let's see, penile plasmas here. Another one that wants to say some dumb shit to me. I like it. Welcome, penile plasma.
Really? No.
Yes, we got Zen's anal charade and penile plasma. We'll see what kind of intelligent things they have to say. What kind of intelligent shit do you have to say?
Uncharted over here.
and if you are just playing around, welcome anyways. You know how I talk. But penile plasma, that is a good thing. That is actually part of what's happening. It's a process of rebirthing. So yeah, there's something to do about penile plasma, certainly. Do about penile plasma.
Didn't say anything. Then your elegance has echoed through my friends. All everybody in my group chat agrees. Fucking pioneered this shit. Like crazy.
Hey man, I don't know. I just stand on the shoulders of giants. I've just happened to have more time to read more and study more, and so I only attempt to smash all of these different authors and wisdom keepers and ancestors' knowledge together and say it in a way that I don't know. It feels comfortable to me to say it.
Thanks. I'm gonna write a book. You're gonna definitely gonna be Don Juan book.
Hey, for the 7 people in here, feel free to join our room over here. Just put the number in. It's a Zoom chat room. You don't even need there's no passcode. That's the room number. Feel free to join. We over here. There's like a dozen of us now, I think. Hello.
Yeah, man. Everyone should find their own path.
Yeah. I was surprised, like the South Salt things, and it's like I've been interested in looking at it, but I suppose I think Zen said something that was more like resonating with the way I feel about things. To find the South salts that you deficient in the foods rather than using these tablets and whatnot.
Yeah,
I just wondered if like you could elaborate on that, like why that would be more beneficial. I know why I believe that would be beneficial. You know what I mean? I'm just trying to confirm some things and get it out there.
Anything that's been turned into a salt was done either by an alchemist or a chemist. And so you have to understand that they're putting their energy and whatever else in there. So these cell salts, they'll work just like if you take a drug, it's something outside of that you need to consume, and a drug is different than a plant substance in this idea. A drug forces itself upon you, where a plant life will offer itself to you. If you take a drug, there's nothing you can do. Like, you've taken it, it's in there, it's doing something. Or if you put a plant in, you can't OD on a plant. You can OD on a drug, because what it is it's a refined version of an aspect of that plant. And so if an alchemist does it and it's a good alchemist, oh, you're fine. And if you did it yourself, you're fine. But if you don't know where you got it, and you don't know what other intentions are in there, you don't know what energies are put in there, it could do harm while doing good. And anything that you look at that comes out of the pharmakia, the pharmaceutical companies, um, it's doing a good. It helps people, but it's also doing them great harm. It's helping them for a little bit. It's going to get them through their pain, their anxieties, their terrors, blah blah. But there's also the leftover residuals, and those residuals are whatever those salts, they don't get broken down perfectly. But if you just ate high vibe foods, like if I take the salt, if I take a seed from an orange and I plant it, it grows something. If I take a pill and put it in the ground, it doesn't grow anything. It just goes back into the soil where it should have been. It works. It could work in your body, and um, yeah, looping the orange purifies and clarifies the salt. Thank you, penile plasma. Yeah, so it cleans the dirty salts out of you. And when we say dirty salts, like, dude, we've all done either prescription or non-prescription drugs, I'm pretty sure. And so some of those residuals are stuck in your body. And so we just put more plasma in, and we can do that on our own, or we go out in the sun and we sweat it out. But this whole thing with this plasma apocalypse, you see what's happening there. It's upgrading the energy, and it's going to be burning things off inside of people. People can already tell the sun is hotter. People are sweating more, sleeping less, more energy. It's vibing you higher, changing your DNA, and actually breaking apart the cancerous structures in your body. And some people, like we were talking about earlier, some people get overloaded with all of the breakdown of the salts that were in their body, and it will clog organs up and cause them a lot of strife, a lot of not feeling very good, not feeling good at all, and their body will have to go through that process. And some won't make it, and some will.
I had a heart attack here. I just realised, because I'm going to be put, this course I'm designing.
Hmm.
I'm going to be putting him through the course, and he's big, musty lad from,
Hmm.
fucking did it, fucking cool meets, yeah, the Scouser. So, like, straight up, like, listen, when I say I was involved in some crazy stuff, and this kid's like madness, like some next level, but like he switched it up, came out after all the time in there, became like really big at property and whatnot. Um, Started getting into the vegan thing,
Hmm.
and then he said to me, he goes, yo, bro, he goes, I was on distilled water, he goes, I wouldn't touch nothing but distilled water, and he goes, the vegan thing, he goes, I was on that, he goes, I was vegetarian, about to go vegan, he goes, then I had a heart attack, he goes, and went back on the meat, because he says, if I had a heart attack and drinking that distilled water, he says, as far as I'm concerned, that must have been, as soon as I'm back on the meat, right, it's rain, and I kind of thought to myself, correct me if I'm wrong, because I didn't answer him yet, but I wanted to, because he's doing this course with me, he's going to be like one of my testimonials, isn't it? So, like, I was thinking maybe, because when you're going into these high vibe foods, you're driving a lot of energy into these upper areas. We haven't started to, like, remove what's in the lower area. So that's like what you say about things being dammed up and blocked, isn't it?
Hmm. Yeah. The using a lot of juices is exceptionally cleansing, and people can do juice fasts or feasts where they're drinking a lot of juice and a lot of lemon juice, and a lot of, all of these juices, and it's causing so much of the plaque and things that are stuck in your arteries to move along, and it's getting clogged up along there. And for some people, it's the heart is a major gateway for all sorts of things. It's not a pump. It's not a pump, remember that. Your lungs are the pump for your body. but it is a gateway to something, and things can get clogged up in there. You have only so many tubules going in and out of there, and they're only so big that if you start going on that distilled water, you start cleansing the body, you get in the high vibe foods, it's shaking things up. Could you imagine shaking something up, and you only have these small little pathways to get something through? It gets clogged up behind that. It becomes a knot, and that knot, whew, then you go back in the meat. Okay, well, it'll make you more comfortable because now all of a sudden you're not in a cleansing mode. Your body isn't cleansing. It's not pushing anything through too hard because you don't have those foods that are doing the cleansative thing. Cleaning is a bitch. Cleaning, health, and healing is hell because it heats things up and burns things off the body. And as you're doing that, you're breaking big rocks of things down to smaller little rocks. But as they're moving along, they can get stuck somewhere. And that happens to people because they want to get healthy as fast as possible, and they go through this thing, and they'll go through, usually it's not so bad of a trauma, but like Herxheimer effects, it's a healing crisis where like sometimes people are like, I got to stop doing this because they're starting to feel the effects of, well, you realize that you put all this stuff in your body and it doesn't damage you putting it into your body, but it's a difficult task getting it out of your body. You can store things up in your body anywhere you want. But then, all right, let's clean it out. Let's clean it out as fast as possible. Man, you ever have to clean up your house and you just like clean up real and you're sweating and you're like, fuck. That's what's happening to the body internally. Like someone that your girl's about to come over, she never seen your house before. You can clean that up. And this is like everybody's like, my body is filthy. It becomes it's a difficult task. You get a little sore muscle, you strain your back, picking up something, moving a box. That's what happens during a fast. So it can get clogged up and cause somebody to go, now we got to go back to the meats because now you're not in the cleansing mode anymore. You're into relaxed, chill mode. We're just gonna eat that.
Do you think it would have been better to just make sure that you would have done like some sort of bentonite clay fast or something to make sure that
Well,
someone on
the bentonite, I would have done bentonite clay on the skin, definitely a bath. Like I would do that would start to pull some toxin out, and I would have just eased. We were talking about baby steps earlier. I would have eased into like when someone's very out of shape, you can't just be like, all right, here's all the things you need to do. This is why they ask me, what do you do? I'm like, it's not the same thing for everybody. Everybody's like their journey and their path has got to be different because they're starting from like, how tall are you? What was your diet like? What kind of drug? All of those things that a doctor asks you that they just throw the paper away. They don't give a fuck. They're like, oh, here's your medicine. It'll fix here's your problem. They don't care. But somebody that's really looking at you, they say, all right, here I can tell that your posture is like this, and okay, you worked 30 years as a contractor, and oh, you used to be a plumber, so now your back is okay. So you got to adjust some things for how you tell someone to fix themselves. You can't just go, okay, here's the one pill to do it. Be cleansed as fast as possible. Because man, someone that's 150 pounds is going to need different dietary restraints than somebody that's 400 pounds. You know what I mean?
this would have asked this question because like with this course that I'm doing, like starting to I'm getting this website together. It's getting there. It's like I'm trying to get it done for the end of next month or the middle of next month. Like I've just been recommending that people start doing the colon, kidneys, the liver in the like similar like root force techniques that I've been showing, that I've been known to use. But I did go through a lot of crap with myself doing that. Do you know what I mean? I'm trying to get it to a refined level where people can basically learn from my mistakes. But as you've just said there, everyone's path is different, isn't it, bro? So maybe like we're going to be working together with this.
Yeah, man.
We can
Like
help
where do people here? The major thing, you're right. The major thing for people is 100% the colon and your intestines is called the river of life or the river of death. And once you clean that out, everything else you do will get fixed. Your chemical imbalances in your body, because that's where your immune system is. That's where your chemicals are. This is where you produce chemicals. This is where you get your nutrition from. And if you could be eating all of the best things in the world, but if your colon is clogged up, then you're not going to be actually taking that nutrition in. You won't be able to digest it. You'll be shitting out what you ate rather than hey, I'm gonna go straight from all of this terrible diet, and I'm gonna go straight to high fruit diet. It's not really going to work. You got to clean out that colon first. Once that's clean, then your body will start to pull that nutrition in so it can do the things it needs to do. But um, keeping that clean is the way to go. And then the organs in order are then. Hey, a lot of people are. See, here's the thing: is a lot of people don't like this. They don't want to stick something up their butt because they're anal retentive. But hey, do you want to get? How do you want to fix this? You know, an enema is not that bad, and actually, it's kind of comfortable if you do urine enemas. That'll clean you up real good, and I guarantee it's gonna calm you down. It puts a lot of all of the nutrition instead of going in back into your stomach and the acids breaking it down. It goes directly into you, and it's going to give you a calm, relaxed. It's going to take away anxieties and depression. And people are like, really, sticking pee up my butt? Yeah, bioavailability is correct. Hmm.
And does anyone want to jump in? 'Cause I've got another question to ask, but I don't want to dominate.
Yeah.
I want to say something.
Hey, what's up, Hamza
So like,
Zaman? If you want to, we got this Zoom chat going over here.
why
Feel free. The numbers at the
things
top of
stick?
the numbers.
It's the thought, like,
That's the room
it
number. You don't
stinks
need a
because it
password.
stinks because
Come
maybe
join.
we thought like what we ate wasn't the best or something like that, and then like changing the smell of piss when you put it on your skin and stuff like that. Um, I just want I had that I just want to say that.
Oh, when you eat asparagus, it smells like asparagus.
Hey, look at who that is. It's, yeah, asparagus is funky, man. The asparagus
Yeah,
pea.
man. Like, what's up with that?
Yeah, what is it? Okay, so a lot of people say it's because of the way people's body processes it, and other people say it's because only half of people can smell it. You know? Can you smell your asparagus pea?
Yeah.
Okay, you can. Dave, everybody else? Asparagus pea? That is Junie.
I found the more I loop and the more I use my stuff that the less it smells. I mean, I guess 'cause I'm cleaning stuff out, but like I feel like I can make it smell how I want with intention.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That.
Yeah, the more I keep it liquid and get towards distilled and fruit juices, I don't put deodorant on because it just clogs up my pores. My sweat smells good. It smells like my piss. It tastes like my piss. You know.
Right.
But as soon as I start eating, my body's got to process that, and it's going to break it down and digest it to the point that it smells like some asparagus pea, man. Whoa. See, after you eat asparagus, you don't want to drink it again. It's weird. Although I do love asparagus, a little goat cheese and
It's
balsamic
like
and a little lemon juice.
so.
Yeah, after I get it, I drink about a half pint of green juice in the morning, and lately, and then maybe my piss then it even has kind of nearly almost a greeny color. You can smell the vegetation, you can smell the kale, the different whatever sprouts, sunflower sprouts. But in the last 3 days, I've been introduced to some sage, big handfuls of fucking sage into it, and my piss has gone. You can see it's gone
Uh,
into a darker. So it's going harder into the cleansed stage. When you get into the herbs, you're
Hmm.
getting harder into the organs and that. They're going digging in harder. So it could be releasing stuff that I ingested fucking 10 years ago.
Hmm. So yes, sage
And
is it's sage. Why do you think they call someone a sage? It's a play off the plant. The plant is a sage. It's doing something, and there's so many different types of sage. Yeah, sage is a very powerful plant. We burn it. We burn it as an offering to our temple. We smell it. We bring it into our body. That cleanses us. Smoking sage. If you take some tobacco, sage, cinnamon, nutmeg, and a little. If you're into greenery and you add that motherly figure, add some marijuana. That's dope right there. The sage adds a nice little kind of minty kind of. Put a little mint in there too. That's a spliff right there.
yeah,
Hmm. And
uh,
that cleans out your.
hard.
As much as people don't get it, as long as your tobacco's clean, it's cleaning out your lungs. People think that tobacco's bad for you. No, cigarettes are bad that have all the chemicals. Tobacco on its own is it causes you to get mucus out of your body. If you are in a climate that you're cold and wet in, the solution is hot and dry. And hot and dry is tobacco. It's a father figure. It's the father plant. And you take those things in, and you're coughing up mucus and phlegm. And you're saying, well, that's because it was inside of you, and that offering to your temple with the tobacco got that out of you. So that's how you're supposed to use it. And there's also like coffee enemas and things for stuff, and there's like toothaches and you use tobacco for. It's a very powerful plant.
Oh yeah, definitely. I was doing the stage with parsley. Started introducing a lot of herbs into the green juice. You can just see the difference.
Yeah, dude, the three major ones: cilantro, parsley, and sage. Cilantro,
Yeah.
parsley, and sage. You cleansing, chelating too.
More bitter, the better.
The bitter, the better.
It's
The better the
dandelion.
medicine.
Dandelion is nettles.
Nettles.
You can see the urine really gets into a darker, and it's more potent because it's really starting to dig into the cell.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, nettles are super cleansing. Yeah, herbs are super powerful. If people knew like fresh herbs or dried herbs, like how much, like whatever it is, get it in your body. Like, herbs are, you know, or as anybody else says, herbs. Get them herbs in there. I'm not a Brit. I'm not. I pronounce my H's. I speak proper King's English.
But, my website designer, yeah, our website designer, our brother, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he's got like that's some concerns about treatment I got. They're trying to give him steroids, and he was asking me, he goes, bro, he goes, we're doing this house sheet, and he goes, do you know anything physicians
And
bring
it's
me
true.
out? And I said, let me ask then, any. I just sent him the link to make him watch as well. Like, so,
Wicked, wicked. Then we'll wait to answer that.
yeah.
Man, you're gonna make me crack open my closet. I have all the herbs in there. Have you ever seen my closet? Have you ever seen my?
Uh,
Oh
uh,
man, all the herbs. Enough where I'd have to like, it'd be like a madman trying to find what you needed. But yeah, it's there.
nice, nice.
Let me hold on a second here, guys. Hey, whoever else is in this room, feel free. We're on the.
Got a lot of faith in what we're doing, and he hasn't been practicing, but he's got a lot of faith, and that, yeah, that's why he's helping us with the website. Yeah,
Whoever wants to. Uh, yeah. Are you here? Let me see where we at.
can't hear you, bro. Muted. You're muted. Muted. You're muted, brother.
Oh, I know. I'm talking over here. One second. Hey, if you guys want to come through the chat, it's written at the here. I'll tell you one more time. Let's see.
Put together an online
It's eight
course, do you,
seven
Ryan?
eight seven three six
Yeah,
nine
yeah.
five seven
I lost my
nineteen
job
eighty
because of
six.
COVID, bro.
That's
Yeah.
the room number on
Yeah.
Zoom, and you don't
Um,
need even
and to be
a
honest with you, I just
password to
got
get
over
in.
the
So
fact
feel
in
free to
my
join.
subconscious mind that I even wanted a job because when you've been to jail, unless you've done a degree or something, the only job you're going to get is on a building site, and
Oh, hey,
Yeah.
you want to be under that kind
oh,
of
hey,
restriction. So I've
Hamza,
got to get a
Hamza, are
job.
you are you are you Ryan's?
Yeah.
Is that hey Ryan? Is Hamza your is that who designs your site? Hamza?
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize. Okay, I thought he was coming in here. Okay, so the question again was steroids and what? You said they
Oh,
wanted to give him steroids for what was it? Because I didn't quite hear you.
yeah. So basically, they told him to take steroids, yeah.
Okay, for what was the
And
issue?
he's like, he doesn't want to take no steroids. His issue is vitiligo.
Okay,
You know about that? Vitiligo.
give me a little breakdown. I mean, I can grab a book right now. I don't really have it off the top of my head, but the book's right there.
So I'll get it up now on Google. But
Isn't that when where your skin becomes white, where you kind of brown, but then your skin is white?
Jackson thing, that's the thing that Michael Jackson apparently had. So vitiligo is a condition in which the skin loses pigment cells
Yeah,
and
yeah, yeah.
melanin.
Yeah, got it. Here's the fixes for that. Right off the top, lemon juice, sunshine. If you're willing to put Agedurn on there, Agedurn fixes that. But the root cause of that, I would say I would ingest a lot of oregano oil because that is usually connected to a parasite that starts to eat away at your melanin. So you want the sunshine on that, because so you're it's eating up your melanin, and your body's not processing it properly. So You might even consider. I don't really tell people to take a lots of supplements, but maybe D3. Just it's sunshine plus D3. It's a hormone, um, and you want to break down the bacteria, which I think I'm gonna just double check. I'm gonna grab this book in a second, but I'm pretty sure it's like you want to clean out your intestines because you probably have an intestinal parasite, and so I would use wormwood, oregano, cinnamon, black walnut, uh, and you could use that and do it in an enema to clean your internal organs out. Well, at least your colon, because you probably have something sitting in there. But it seems to me parasitic, and you need to kill the root cause of that. It's probably along the same route as people that get eczema, um, but the eczema is just a little. It's not as deep because I have a friend who's Indian, and she gets eczema, and it's pretty much it's systemic from Candida albicans, and you have to get rid of the Candida, which are eating away at things that start processing things. So here also, it's funny I got it out earlier. Um, what was the other one? I'll have to think about one other supplement that you might be able to take, but lemon, aged sunshine, and then you've got oregano. If you want to put oregano oil on the skin, make sure you break it down with the carrier oil. Let me grab this book real quick and see if I can double up and give you a second opinion here.
Yeah, man. 33, 33, chat, 33 messages or whatever, man. I like that number, man. That's exciting. It's a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? Because the kid was very stressed out about it, you know what I mean? And it's helping us put this website together. So, like, I think even the timing of it is today.
That's great, right? Brilliant, man.
What's it? It's VIR, right? Oh, well, no, it's vertigo. Oh, I wonder if it's connected to vertigo too. Huh. Hey, what? Hey, what's how do you spell that? I'm going through this alpha.
What's that? The condition, bro.
Yeah, VI. Is it VI or EVE?
VIT.
Okay. Oh, vit. Okay, yeah. So it's a vit. It's a vitamin. It's a vitamin deficiency. Whoever's got the YouTube, you gotta shut that because I can hear myself echo. Okay, here you go. Yes, here's what you need. Every day, take a cup of. You can internalize. When I was saying put it on the skin, you want to take this internally too. Um, a cup of lemon juice, and as much garlic and onions as you can get in your body, because both garlic and onions will clean up the cells of your body, and the garlic has a bunch of chemicals in it. Here, when you eat the garlic, you want to smash it and let it sit on the counter for about 5 minutes so it develops the chemical. I forget the name of the chemical in it, but then eat that. I would eat it raw, and that right there is going to burn off a bunch of you know anything terrible in your body. This is why it's also a stimulant for things. This is why there's a few Indian cultures they tell you do not eat garlic and onions because it also is an aphrodisiac to a degree, and because it's so cleansative and warming to the body. It's a warming element, so you're going to burn things off. So let's see here. Let me just read this here. Okay, interesting. Okay, it's an autoimmune disease made of tiny building blocks. Okay, hold on. Here we go. The melanocyte, yes. Okay. Okay, you need to yeah you need to the skin turns white because it no longer has melanocytes making pigments. It's definitely parasitic, and the excretion here's the worm that it's probably connected to, the trichina worm. Trichina. I don't know which one that is, but everything that I told you pretty much kills. Oh, and wormwood. Wormwood is the other thing you can add. Um, and J. Marley, I'll get to you in a second. Um, let's see. Vertigo may affect eye, hair, gum in rare cases. Uh, vitiligo. Okay. It's also associated sometimes with diabetes, hyperthyroidism, Addison's, alopecia. Yeah, okay. Hello, Nevi. Never heard of that. Okay, so hypothyroidism, if that's part of, do you have hypothyroidism? The thyroid, there's massages you can do to start making that function again. It's hypo meaning not working rather than hyper. And there's also some different herbs you can add to that if that's even part of it, because that might be part of it too. Aloe vera, I believe, is another thing you can add to your skin. Um, okay, your body's sensitive to free radicals, meaning you need to. Let's see. Need aggressive whole tree. Okay, hold on. I think everything I've said so far is about it, man. And then an aloe vera. Get an aloe vera plant and use that. And until then, just grab a bottle of good aloe vera. Um, the aloe vera is called the potted physician. Amazing. And eat that. Anything that I tell you to put on your skin, also eat. So the lemon juice on your skin, the aloe vera, I would do it at different times because one's acidic to burn things off, and the other is more comforting. Um, you can also eat that. So, and then eat the garlic, cloves, and it's okay. If you do all this, it says according to my man Don Tolman, who is extra special. Um, he says 30 days. It should have a pretty good present waiting for you at the end. Raw foods as often as possible. Lots of water, obviously, and also use salt. Salt, like take salt baths if you can. Take like magnesium. Like use bath salts. There you go. How's that sound? It's out of this half a book.
It's a great book right there.
Yeah.
There's a guy in the UK as well, Ryan, called Phil Estate. He's got a website called freedom.co.uk, and he's got some great wormwood and D3 supplements as well.
Okay, cool, man. Well, let's all stay in touch on that, man. You know what I mean? I don't know, like you guys. What's the best way to keep in touch with you guys? And that what I mean? Because at the end of the day, like I think we all know about healing, so as much as we can like put each other in touch with.
Oh, also, Hansa, don't take antioxidant. Yeah, okay, antioxidants. So yeah, okay, yeah, take antioxidant. Okay, I thought you said antibiotics. I'm sorry, antibiotics. Okay, the alpha lipoic acid. This is okay. Ginkgo, turmeric. Yeah, turmeric is a good thing. Epsom salt bath. There you go. Hopefully that helps, man, and keep us updated. I'll be talking to Ryan and whatever. So, um,
No, he's a top lad as well. You know, like he'd be
for sure.
buzzing just the fact that he's been able to connect that information there. He really, happy about that. So,
There you go. And Jay Marley, your herb source to go to, and this for everybody else too. If you want a good source for herbs, go to Mountain Rose Herbs. Although the wait on it right now because of all the nonsense, um, is pretty long. Normally you would get it in like 3 or 4 days. Now I think it's like some of it is like you might have to wait 2 weeks for. But Mountain Rose Herbs is about the best company you could find. And if me and Ryan get this thing going, we might just buy bulk from there and put some things together for everybody. Um, but you're not gonna find She Legit from there. I would just go on to Amazon, dude. Just go to Amazon and then you'll find what you need. Because whenever I've been on, there's
actually legit. Every time I have to back away from it. Yeah, listen, I feel like my the middle of my brain's gonna split open.
How much do you use at a time? How big of a piece?
A little piece.
Yeah.
Yeah, just tiny. And I can't have it all week. Yeah.
Uh huh.
If I have it, it's like, yo, you need to go gym to that,
Yep.
like, and go hard.
Yep.
You understand what I'm saying? So this is what it's crazy because I see other people taking it. I'm like, yo, this is not really doing nothing to you. You're like, do you feel like you want to fly? Like, you know what I'm trying to say? But nah, it's still strong. Feels
Mm-hmm.
still strong, man.
The
Is
the
that because of the density that's going on in their blood?
The density of it? No, I think it's because these are all. See, salt is not as good as this because salt is dead minerals. It's dead
Yeah.
mineral. Where this is all living mineral pitch. So it's broken down plant substance that still has it's organic matter still. Where salt is inorganic matter, meaning it doesn't have what they say is a carbon bond to it. So it's a dead thing. This is a living thing, and
And
it's a
also, someone's less supple because so they're obviously full of the metals and the plastics and all that stuff.
hmm
Yeah.
Well,
And
this
they're
is
going to
this is
be.
also good combined with a lot of herbs to cleanse the body. It's a very quick cleanser too. It's not only energy, but it can be very cleansing. But yeah, I hear you on the energy. The first time I took it ever, I had never went to a rock climbing gym. Went to a wall, and like I didn't even really need the harness on my back. I just ran up the wall as if it. I never climbed a wall before. I was like, well, I could get up this thing. Yeah, yeah.
I'd also add you as well, silica, mate. I took silica, right? And this is a good question. I can jump in with this now. I've got ionic silica or orgone living silica, right?
hmm
And I backed away from it because I thought, yo, this is so much energy. I went from doing a couple of kilometers running,
hmm
but I built this up over a few weeks to 12 kilometers within a few days, bro.
Uh-huh.
And I backed away from it because I thought, yo, like, is this because you said eat it from bamboo and natural sources, and this was like in a liquid in a bottle.
Uh-huh.
Well, let me just research what this is made out of. What they're saying it's come from plants. They're saying they've refined it to a liquid from plants. So, but I still like I took a little few steps back for a little bit.
Uh,
My mum, obviously, she got
so
arthritis.
apparently plantain. I didn't know this plantain leaf is a good
No,
source.
no, like no, they get it from plant material. They're saying they said it from the research I've done, but you know, I'd probably like to look deeper into it a bit also. But
Yeah, no, somebody just jumped in here. Who was it that said it? But they said plantain leaf. The plantain,
ah,
plantanos, plantain leaf is a good source of silica. Bamboo is the biggest source of silica because it grows like that, like your hair and nails. It's one of bamboo is like the fastest growing thing on the planet, right? And it's made of almost silicon. This is like the connection to your hairs being antennas and your fingernails being connected to that. It stimulates a lot of energy that comes out of the skull, out of the fingertips. So I could see if you're taking it from in a liquid form. If it's, I mean, if you're getting something out of it, it's obviously bioavailable. That's all you're looking for is bioavailability, that your body can use it. That's about the size of it. And liquid works better than yeah, works better than a solid mass because it gets in the blood system quicker. You know.
it's very strong stuff. I've got to say. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that to be honest with you. Expecting to know that name. So anyone who wants to check that out, go check it out. Still.
Serious stuff. That's such a
Anybody
strong
else wants to
quality.
jump in here? Feel free. The number is at the top, and it's a bunch of us just hanging out. Feel free. The number is at the top. It's the Zoom chat. You do not need a password. Just use that.
I can feel something coming from here.
Yo, I got something to ask you.
Me or him?
Does anyone ever, when you see, like, when you're on this path, then, yeah, and you've got something coming in the post, like you ordered some shilajit or some colloidal silver or whatever, yeah? Do you feel the cells in your body, like, it's like your body's getting excited, like, I've had this, like, I feel like the inside of my body's like, yeah, yeah. Is it like,
I think the body's intelligence is definitely separate. Like the body learns on its own and shit.
It already knows. It already knows what's in there. It's like, yes, that's exactly what I need. Uh huh.
crazy, crazy, yeah, just thought I'd add that. when you
It's like,
experience something, I wonder if anyone else gets this. You know what I mean?
yeah, the first time I ordered psilocybin, and it came in the post, and I had the same experience. It's like I was just dying to start to microdose to see the effects of it, and just the excitement of it. But I think the consciousness is just way out there. It's beyond subconscious mind. It's way beyond what we think it is. I think when we get things like that, just the excitement of it and the body, I think as well, it's just
Well, boys, listen, I'm gonna shoot you because I've got to like get going. I've got to get on the road. But it's been really nice speaking to you guys. Yeah.
Thank you, man. It's been awesome.
Wait for Zen to jump back on. But let's stay in touch. David, what's the best way to stay in touch with you?
I'm on Instagram.
Yeah. Alright, I'll quickly before I dip here, I'll follow you now.
Yeah, I think it's Dave Rock 11579.
Dave Rocker, yeah.
Dave Rock 11579.
You'll have to send us some of your music over as well, mate.
He's gonna play. He said he's gonna play some and bless us today. I'm not the only one talking. Dave, get them goddamn things out. Play them, motherfuckers. Where them bongos at? Let's go. Let's go. He's incorrigible. I like that.
So just message me, man, as well. He's buzzing with that information.
Awesome, man. Yeah, tell him that's from Don Tolman. Is funny enough, I met him 27 years ago, 28 years ago, and he wrote this book called The Pharmacist Desk Reference. It's 1,400 pages of information, and I met this dude, and he's one of the greatest teachers of medicine that you could ever understand.
Check him out. Don, has he got like he's got like a cowboy hat?
Yep, that's him. That's the dude right there.
You know what? I forget, yeah. You see, like, if it ain't you or 7, yeah, as soon as I hear a keyword come out your mouth, yeah, I'm like, and I'm looking for the dude, so.
There it is. Yep.
I know that guy, and then, like, yeah, I know. Yeah, man, cool. I can't find your Instagram, you know, bro. How exactly is it spelled?
I think it's Dave Rock 11579.
Dave Rock. Dave Rock.
Dave Rock. Just 1 second, Ryan, and I'll check it out here. 1 second.
I've got you, brother. I've got you.
Jay Marley, I've only used it once or twice, but I got on good account that it's really good for you, and I got that from a shaman, a water shaman type a while back. I've only used it once, but yeah, I mean I have some sitting over there. Funny enough, but yeah, that's good stuff because dear here, let me turn this off. You guys can do that thing, unless you guys want this information too. Whatever, deer elk antler. It's because it's sustainable and because it's harmless to the animal. All you're doing is removing the velvet from it. So it's a death-free food, much like honey, much like milk, much like eggs, much like fruits, much like vegetation. It's death-free foods, and it offers a lot of energy. So there you go.
Anyway, listen, big respect to you all, man. Knuckle up, yeah. Listen, I've left my Instagram in the thing. So
Hey, and Hamza, do I have a PayPal link for donations? I do. It's paypal.me/TS capital T SAR capital XEN. You know, I've told people that before, and I always forget to capitalize it. And like, doesn't link with you, man. So it's paypal.me/capital T SAR capital XEN, or the $, which is the Cash App, and then capital T SAR, and then capital XEN. And there goes the rest of you guys too, or girls, or whatever you are. What's up, Arcadian? You want to join? Oh, come to the room. Hey, Arcadian, come to the Zoom room. It's the number at the top. You don't even need. Yeah. Oh yeah, I am muted.
Are you doing it on purpose?
I was doing that on purpose. You could come to the Zoom room here. I'll tell you the number again. It's 873-6957-1986. It's on the front of the video. So, and yeah, deer antler velvet or elk. Yeah. Oh, you've heard that. See, now I've heard from somebody else that it was not. So I could, whatever. The source that I got it from was, I don't know if you know who Stephen Herod Buhner is, but he's some great poet and like he knows all about chemistry and works with plants and he had taught Daniel Vitalis, who was a water shaman who I'd met years and years ago, and he told me all about water. And he used to rock the deer antler velvet. And on his account, at least the way they did it, I don't know. He said it was at least death free. If it was harmful, I don't know. It's like some people say, getting honey from a honeybee is harmful. Getting milk from a cow is harmful. Well, I don't know. But I've heard good things about it. I have not used it that much, though. Yeah, Jay Marley. Okay. There it is. There you go. Anybody else wants to jump in? Let's see. Anybody? Let me see if participants. Wasn't this fun? There's a whole bunch of us here today.
This was fun.
Cool.
Glad I came by. It's been great.
Oh my God, I'm so glad you came too. Oh, see, I just. Oh shit! There's many chats in
I'm
here.
taking ayahuasca. What's the best way to clean my body? Like I'm using aged and fresh urine.
I think as long as you do a 3-day fast prior to it, you'll be able to. And obviously, you can reuse your own piss if you're enjoying it,
Yeah.
if you need to. Yeah, I'm sure you're doing all the healthiest things anyway. So, let me scroll through here and see. I missed a bunch of chats.
You know what I found great, Si, is the quinine, shots of quinine C in the morning, man, and loop with that in the urine as well.
Oh yeah, the quinine.
Oh, fucking hell, man, it's savage. Along with the sage and the dandelion nettle, and just re-looping that through the urine.
Yeah, the bitterness it comes through again, which is really funny.
It comes through again. It's like your urine is pure bitter, and you're just recirculating all the goodness in those herbs again.
Wow. I need to get some herbs. All I got is Walmart here. I don't know how much good stuff they got.
I'd say an organic farm or maybe grow some of your own herbs, man.
Yeah, true.
You want them live. You want them alive and run them through a juicer. I find it the best. It's like a really potent, as quick. You don't want to be drinking it as quick as it's coming out of the juice.
True. Yeah, it sounds great.
Let's see here. I don't know. Okay, this must be that. You know what? As WTF must be a girl. Where are you at? Is that? All right, there you go. See, I was wondering which one you were. I figured you might be the one that played penile plasma, but then I was like, all right, WTF, WTF. What the?
Yeah. I'm in a compromising situation, so I'm gonna mute.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's
Yeah.
okay.
Right. I'm either driving or into some heavy duty something or other.
Okay. Some heavy duty. You said
Yeah,
duty.
heavy duty. Alright, I'm gonna mute.
So do you have that online wish store over there in the US?
Wish? I've heard of them.
Yeah, they're selling quinine, because quinine is actually really, really hard to get at the moment. Because I think it's illegal. I think it's illegal now to buy this. But Wish are selling it for €23 for about half a
Tonic
kilo.
water.
Yeah, tonic water.
Yeah.
It's the only place you can actually get it now.
Yeah.
and it's organic in the organic form, in the powdered form. The bark itself is powder,
If
and
you
it's
if you
wicked,
can't if
wicked
you
good.
can't find that, the next best thing is wormwood to make a tea out of. It's another bitter element. It's not as good for what the quinine will do, but that comes from the cinchona bark. But yeah, wormwood is good.
Wormwood is great as well.
Gin and tonics. There it
Keep
is.
putting it into the enema along with the urine.
Oh yeah, yeah. Put those in. Yeah, boil up some water and extract that out of there, and then cool the water down, and that to because you don't want to burn anything good out of the piss. Um, collect it for a couple days and add that to it. That'll that'll get those buggers right out of you, man. And you probably like if you're clean enough, usually you'll shit and vomit, when you do the ayahuasca because it's cleansing you. But if you're already clean, you probably won't have to go through that. Uh, the
I know
exiting.
I'm gonna have to do a little bit of it,
I'm gonna
and
have
I kind of want to,
to.
because I mean, yeah, I feel where things are like not as clean as they could be.
Your sphincter. Your sphincter.
I was born with like one of my ribs kind of like not like symmetrical, I guess. So like,
Oh, so you could suck your own dick. That's awesome.
Prince had that same thing, Andy.
Yeah, because he was a woman, so that's a whole nother story. I knew you
Yeah.
was a little. Hey, Si, I knew you were a little feminine.
excuse me,
I knew you were a little feminine.
not a little feminine.
I said a little effeminate. I didn't realize Si is way taller than I thought he was. I always thought he was kind of like short. No, he's actually taller than I am. He's actually much bigger than he looks.
Yeah.
Yep.
So I have to always put this close to my face because I can't hear anything. Like, uh, yeah, when I'm around y'all, it's like I'm a kid, man. I'm a little kid.
Yeah,
Like
but you're not.
everyone else.
You still bring something that other people don't have. Like you still have knowledge. So like I never look at I look at people through so many different lenses.
Yeah, it's an honor to be here. I remember I couldn't even speak my mind, and then like I asked the universe, I was like, I want to learn about shamanism. I want to be a shaman, and I met Torin. Torin, I don't know. Somehow I saw on one of your lives, and it was so and yeah, changed my life completely.
Yeah, Torrin is hilarious. His artwork is insane, man.
Yeah,
He's
that's the reason why I even started painting. I mean, my dad's a tattoo artist. Like he's not like um artistic about it. He's like it's a job,
mm-hmm.
which is whack. But then yeah, Torn the way he expressed himself and shit. I was like, yo, that's inspiring. I never met anybody like that.
Yeah, he's an interesting character, man.
Um,
When you doing the ayahuasca, Si?
October 1st and 2nd.
Oh, nice,
Yes, sir.
man. I've never done ayahuasca, but it's something I've always wanted to do.
Same.
You
Since I
done it
figured
then?
out all this stuff.
Have you been to a retreat then? You ever tried
Oh
it?
no, no, no.
No.
I've done a lot of the other stuff, but never that. I've done
No,
stuff.
I
I've done stuff that people that.
Minority Academy, the most lit nightclub and day club of the multiverse.
Yeah, I know people that have done that have done other things, and the other things that I've done, they said they would never touch, and I was like, oh, that's. There was a couple things that I did. I was like, why is everybody so weirded out by this? Like dimethyltryptamine. I was like, oh, this is cool. This is awesome.
Yeah, DMT is awesome.
Yeah, and same thing with salvia. Most people are scared as fuck of salvia.
I want to do it just because of you.
It's bro, it's different. I will tell you, it's different. It's a lot of people are very very like not okay with it. I'll just put that out there. People that have done it are either like whenever I've taken people on journeys, afterwards they're like they just basically say holy shit for like 10 minutes straight. Yeah. Yep. It's like take every psychedelic you ever done, jam it together into a 5 minute experience. That's what it is.
God.
Yeah. But I used
That stuff then.
Salvia Divornium. It's called the Diviner's Sage. See, it's a sage. It's called the Diviner's
Oh,
Sage, and
That's my archetype too.
it teaches you about time, what time is.
oh,
It's crazy. It's crazy. I used to do it by myself because I was curious about it. I wouldn't suggest anybody else do that. You definitely need a trip sitter for that. Even though it's only 5 minutes,
yeah.
yeah, the first few times you do it until you understand what it is, yeah,
It's
it's
intimidating. To see other people do it, like I've watched videos.
yeah, it's very intimidating. Yeah, I've watched people in person do that. I never did that. The first time I just sat there in awe, and the second time, me and my friend did it, and then we walked outside and we watched the sun set, and then we started talking, and then watched the sun set again as it was bigger than it was before. It was almost as if the sun was sitting directly in front of us. Fucking crazy. Yeah. But whenever I did it by myself, I would sit and listen to Jamiroquai. Um, uh, I don't remember which album. The one with uh, trying to think one of Jamiroquai's greatest albums. Anyways, maybe it wasn't even his greatest hits. And I would just sit there and just smoke that by myself and just watch reality go. Teach you about time, teach you about reality in a way. You just go, and is this ever going to stop? It's like a brand new reality every single second. It's really crazy to watch. Yeah.
I've had some interesting experiences with DMT in the sun. I think when it happened, I told you about it.
Mm-hmm.
I was like fucking sun had a coronal ejection or whatever. But I was inside the house and I could like feel it. And
Yeah, Arcadian. That's hilarious. Yeah.
I've had some dope DMT
It-
experiences. I
don't
actually
go
practiced it myself
go
on
to the light. The
Instagram.
darkness is bad. Beware of the void. Piss is yucky. See how there's golden goodies and the popular negatives. This is correct, man.
Build foundation for everything else after that.
Speaking of piss, I'll be right back. I gotta piss. I don't know what time is it because I don't know if I want to drink my piss because I can't drink it after like 3 or 4 because I'll be up all night. Oh shit. Okay, I guess I'll drink my piss. Fuck it.
Yeah,
Just
I'm
just
trying
because
to do
because sometimes people don't believe
this
me.
ayahuasca.
Like no, you.
I feel like it's already working though.
Somebody asked me in public. They're like, I was talking about it. They're like, no, you don't. I was like, watch. I was like, hand me your. We were drinking beer, and I was like, I just turned around and pissed in the glass. And he's like, you just did that. And I was like, yeah, and I just chugged. And he's like, you're insane. I was like, no, dude. I was like, you don't quite understand. Right back. And what'll be funny about this is it will taste like the bitter elements of uh, the She Legit. It's definitely gonna be very She Legit like.
Wait. Yeah, I'm gonna go soon. Go get something to eat.
Oh yeah,
This has been enlightening.
fucking juicy. Cheers, yo.
Great talking to you, Si. Nice meeting you, man.
Yeah, good to see you, Si.
Talking about different kinds of plasma. She's crazy. Yeah, that I have 2%.
You're looping yourself. I haven't. You know what? I haven't drank too much of my my Orin lately, but here, cheers. And I like it because it always gets everything I drink gets in my beard. So I no matter what, I gotta rub it all over my face.
Cheers, brother.
And the bitterness of the She Legit is really coming out. And here's something that I've been playing with. If anybody wants to, has anybody heard about C60? It's supposed to be carbon
Yeah.
60. I don't really believe that carbon exists. So whenever I say carbon bond, or if I say carbon or carbon-based creatures, it's just based upon like our what we used to be given. And then as I looked into it a little more, I realized carbon as a thing doesn't really exist. But whatever it is, supposedly they've done like um, trials with rats, and this doubles their lifespan.
I
Like that,
believe
and
both
they heal twice as fast and double their lifespan. Yeah.
uh,
So apparently, it's bonding with something in their body and causing their body to be stronger. Although I'm one to suggest I think we're supposed to turn into silicon beings. But all right, cheers. Mm.
David Wolf
Hmm.
promoted that a good bit.
Hmm.
David Wolf, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. David
That,
Wolf.
that that's something on the same lines of, is it something like Ormus gold? Then
Um, I have some Ormus. If I take some that's funny. I do have a bunch of Ormus. Um, the gold, the monoatomic gold. Whenever I take that, I almost always have a lucid dream if I don't get out of body. It's pretty powerful. This, I don't know. This, I think, is just more of like a healing thing. I don't think it has the the for me, Ormus has always been more mental. It's giving me some mental clarity. At least the stuff that I've gotten. It could have been I don't know who I got it from, but it was somebody online, and I had kind of trusted their information, and I could probably look it up. Let me go grab it. Hold on.
People in here.
So here's some fun things. So whenever I used to play with a lot of substances, here's some fun things that I have. So here's the monoatomic gold powder. Um, oh, it doesn't have the company on here. Let's
All
yeah.
right, guys. I love you guys so much.
So
You know,
peace out, yo. So that's here. Then I have
like all the bit, man.
got the Ethereum gold. If you guys are familiar with this, this was Savon's old product. I don't know if he still sells it. So whenever I was taking all of this, I could get out of body pretty much at will. Then I have Altera. That was kind of a mood balancer. And then I have galantamine. Steven has admitted to the room. Galantamine. This is good for dream memory recall. Like you take this and some mugwort. It helps you be very lucid. And then here, crystal energy. This is Patrick Flanagan stuff. This changes the dense. This changed the structure and the surface tension of water. It's so funny. Whenever I put this into water, it tastes just like piss. It's such an interesting. It's like he found these people that they drink this mountain water that it has this kind of fluffy texture to it, and there was something else in it, and I think he calls it yeah. Uh, what's in here?
What's it called again? The Patrick Flanagan
Patrick
product?
Patrick Flanagan. Here's the two that he does. So it's this one. So yeah, here's the name of what it does. It's called the hydrogen negative ions. Negative hydrogen ions. This and this together in water, it tastes like urine. It's a really it will clean up your blood and make like if your blood's all kind of like stuck together and coagulated, it pulls the cells apart and loosens up everything in your body, and causes basically it makes blood flow easier through your body. And so these things for blood, the the that other stuff I would take that to get out of body, the glutamine, which is the red spider lily. If you can get a flower, a red spider lily, just use that. But if not, this galantamine works pretty good. Usually you'd mix it with a MAIO inhibitor, and that you lucid dream, and if you're good at getting out of body, it's pretty easy. So yeah, these things I mess with. I haven't touched those things in years.
And you ever have any experiences out of body getting into some ships with aliens and stuff? You ever into some of those motherships? Any
I've look.
connection between?
Okay, I've been to some places where I was able to see giant ships like floating parked like next to something where people were getting onto it. I was just kind of flying around. Um, I've never come across any aliens. I've seen some weird things. I've seen some demonic type things, and there's that thing where when you first get out of body, there might be an entity in the room. So it's the man in the corner, the man in the that's the. I've seen those things. It'll creep you the fuck out, and it'll see if you can just. Oh, choline is what you need. Thank you. Choline, yeah, choline mixed with the galantamine. Choline. Um, but yeah, I've never come in really any aliens. Most of the time, I just go visit places. I just kind of hover around. I float around. I can fly a little bit. Like I can fly, but sometimes when I'm flying, I fly too fast and I wake myself up. So a lot of times what I'll do is I'll hit the ground and I'll just walk and I'll just look around and I try to interact with people, but they can't see me a lot of times. And I'll go to places I've been to places that had 3 moons. I've been to places with multiple suns. Very interesting. Very interesting. And when I say I was in the when I say I was in these places, I don't mean like in these places like you have a dream and you're like, oh, no. It was as solid and real as this that I could pick a book up and read it. I could smell things and touch things and interact with things. It was as
Yeah,
vivid as this reality.
yeah. Same as when I started to have the experience of out of body, I was in a ship, and in that ship, man, it was so advanced that there's no way that I was actually there, and I'm just wondering because this is actually starting to happen not in dream state. It was happening in physical. We call it in this 3D realm where
Uh
I
huh.
was actually leaving the body awake, not in a sleeping state. And first of all, you could hear all the different energies and different connections. Man, I would shoot our body, and I'm up there, and I'm just wondering, was that happening? I know time is all over the shelf, but there's all different times parallel existence. And I'm just wondering, was that my memory? Because it looked like I was flying back through this life and past life and three different lives, and then I went back into before I got here in this
Mm.
human experience.
Well, I mean,
And I'm just wondering, was that memory or was that actually? Well, again, everything is happening at the same time, so
sure. It could have been like I believe in the idea like okay, everything isn't linear, but we do have a linear path that we live out. So there was a past life that you experienced. Yes, everything exists now, so you can get back there. But yeah, probably. You see, you play the drums, so you already have a rhythm. You already have a patterning that's going on when you play them, so you have that. So it's this kind of this patterning that allows people. It's like shamanic drumming, right? So you're already putting yourself there. You already have an advanced like state of being. So even when you're not playing the drums, you still have that energy in your hand. You have rhythms going on in your head, and that probably helps you get into a different state that other people couldn't like, quickly.
mm.
And yeah, you
Well, it
could.
looked like it was happening. Yeah, sorry, go
Oh
ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, and you could probably go in any if as you're getting out of body, like you're saying, um, you could probably push yourself in any direction. If stay on that edge of awareness, and then say I want to go to, and say I want to go to, like put that in your mind, and you probably end up there. You could just travel down the street from your house, and then you could just prove to yourself where you are, or say I want to see my house 10 years from now. I want to see whatever it could be. Try that. That's a way of doing it whenever you're going to bed and about to get out of body. You say, this is where I want to be, and you start, you maybe, intone something, and get yourself into that Steven's iPhone. What are you doing? Hey, look who it is. What's going on, man? Howdy.
Hey, man.
What are you
Yeah, I'm
doing?
doing well. How are you doing?
Well, man, you don't look like Steven. You,
Oh yeah.
you don't look like a
Yeah.
Stephen Hawking's to me. What's up, buddy? How you been? This is a neighbor of mine, a good friend of mine.
I'm out at the city park right now. I was just wandering around making a video, and
Oh, wicked. What is to your back? Your backdrop is a green wall. Let me see if I can figure out where you are. You had a green. Okay. Is it one of the things where there's like three things, or are you against one of the bathrooms? Let me see.
yep.
This is the bathroom. Okay. Okay.
Well, it's that one bathroom.
It's the one. It's the one you don't want to go in. I mean, but if you
Yeah.
needed to use it, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, man. Hmm.
Started to rain, so I'm taking cover.
Oh, yeah. Watch out! Watch out! There's a huge hurricane. Ooh. Yeah.
Yeah.
Crazy hurricanes out here. So who else up in here? So do you know you know Parsival? We have not met any of these. This is David and Parsival, and I don't know who's in the other room. The WTF? She's somebody important too. But she said she's indisposed, and I don't know who the Pinoplasma Zen's annual charade is, but there's a chat and it's good conversation. Let me pause this for a second on my side so I can talk to this room over here.
Okay.
Hey, for whoever else is here, if you want to get into the room, all you need to do is go put the number in. It's at the top, and you can go to the Zoom chat and hang out with all of us.
What type of weather are you getting over in New Orleans there, David?
Oh, you can call me Andrew, or you can call me Drew.
Hey, Arcane is
Today,
yeah, Arcane. The two things you were talking about,
Yeah,
the crystal
wind
energy,
and,
yeah, basically liquid oxygen, yeah.
little bit of rain too.
All right.
Not much.
You said, is she legit
Where are you?
abstogen?
We're getting like
Did you maybe spell that wrong? Which one? An adaptogen or
Really?
am I just not know the word? She legit. Oh, is it an? I think you mean adaptogen. I think that's what you meant to say. Yes, it's an adaptogen, but it's also on its. If you use it on its own, it is. It's definitely an energizer, but it definitely is an adaptogen. Yes. Hmm. Diamanticius Earth will clean you out, but Ormus is an energizer in a lot of ways. It's not a cleanser. It's a different thing. She is legit.
I think his screen froze. What's up with that?
David's screen. Yeah, hold on. David's screen froze.
There you
Yes.
are.
Oh no, I muted mine on purpose because I was talking to this line and I didn't. I was back and forth here. So feel free, anybody over here, if you come over here, you can talk to us.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah.
Yes.
You know, I did.
Yeah. So Jay Marley, it is an adaptogen. Yes. It's an energizer on its own, but when you mix it with things, it's definitely an adaptogen. There you go. Okay. Where are we at over? Okay, David Mannion. Are you about to smash on Are you about to smash on those booties? Finally. Ah, yes. Oh. we have a whole concert series right here. You know that, right? We got drums. We got two guitarists at least. You know, Parcel, it's usually behind him, then sometimes next to him. This time, I think he took his green screen has a new.
we need to get a few more instruments in.
Yeah, we'll see. We got. What other instruments we need somebody who plays the a wind instrument or a brass.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Brass balls.
Brass ball.
That's what I play, brass balls.
there with quantum generator.
Oh, the other day,
Yeah,
wasn't it?
I was listening to that show there today.
Yeah, very crazy, right? I was gonna bring that up to somebody. Yeah, that was interesting. Um, so I couldn't at the end of it. I couldn't quite decide. Was he just an advanced being himself, or was it an AI? I couldn't quite decide because the spelling was so good on the typing, and there was a
Yeah,
couple, but there was a couple errors in the English, but it was not like improper. It was proper syntax, but the semantics were wrong. Um, so I couldn't. I was like, oh, is that just the computer learning, or is that somebody that is really just that intelligent? So that was pretty. That was exciting. If I hope it was a human, that's cool. Or even if it was an advanced being, whatever. That was
yeah.
that was interesting. Really interesting. Well, if we stay on to later, maybe he will show back up.
I'd like to get into conversation with that dude.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah,
Definitely. Where do you say he worked at?
in the military or something.
Yeah, well, he worked for the military, yeah, and then, but it was like he worked at a specific place for research into demons, paranormal, and it was a scientific laboratory of some sorts.
Staring at goats guy. Yeah.
Yeah, 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 that one, the green door guy. Yeah, exactly.
Green door. Yeah.
That was fun. That was fun. Um, Jay Marley said he'll get in the. He's gonna order a Jew harp and get in on the Zoom band. Dead ass, get one, Jay. Jay. There could be more than one set of drums. You know that, right? But the Jew harp would be nice. Um, Divine, if you had access to your crystal and metal bowls, I have. Yeah, I have small metal bowls. I want to get some big crystal ones, but they're a little pricey. And I'm also like very, I break things, so it's part of my habits. The metal bowls won't break. The crystal ones are more expensive, and those can get broken.
Listen,
Yeah,
I just gotta go put my kitties to bed, man. I'll be back on here in about 15 minutes.
good brother.
You're sitting here. All right, dude.
Yeah, Jay Marley. Yeah, yeah, he said Max Spears. But yeah, yeah, yeah. He was Los Alamos. He said for Los Alamos Research Laboratory. I don't think it was Los Alamos, but yeah, it was something like that. All right, over here. Oops, wrong screen. Right, there we go. We've got Parsival, what the fuck, and Steven looking all. He got the Gene on. The mean Gene. Remember Mean Gene? Remember? Come on, did you Parsival? Did you watch the WWF at all? Yeah. Remember Mean Gene? Uh huh. Who was your wrestler? It was Jimmy Superfly Snuka. The Iron Sheik. I'm going with the.
Shawn Michaels.
Okay. 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 I can deal with that. I was out. Who? Guess mine. Here, we'll go with this. It's very simple.
Ultimate Warrior.
Correct. Fucking correct. Yes. Yes. I mean, in now looking back on it, I think I like Macho Man. He's more funny, but Macho Man and Ultimate Warrior are the Ultimate Warriors. That fucking dude. The amount of cocaine they must have done before a match must have been. I would have loved to have been in the back room to just wonder how much good Hollywood cocaine do y'all have right there?
Couple ways.
Hmm. Like, yeah, that's fucking amazing. Yeah. Oh, Arcturus Raw, man. Arcturus is cool, man. Never met him, but I got one of his necklaces one time. Arcturus Ra. Ra. The WWF, man. The fact that they sold their names to be the WWE because they sold it to the World Wildlife Federation, that was very funny. It became the yeah, that's yeah. Then once that switch happened, I stopped watching wrestling. But I used to be big into it, man. Yeah, I don't know who it was on here the other day was saying they were big into they had knowledge about the WWE. I was like, well, we'll get Mayan Jin Abaddon on here. And Mayan Jin, he knows his wrestling, man. He loves that shit. Oh, Divine, you have one. You have an Arcturus Raw necklace. Which one did you get? You get his first, second, or third edition. He had the old ones made of aluminum with the old Rocky, and then he upgraded it a couple times. Yeah, cool stuff. I either did the world a service or disservice because I let somebody borrow it. I was like, hey, you could wear this for a little bit. They were traveling. And he never gave me that shit back to me. I never seen him again because it was somebody that was a friend of a friend. And it was just I don't know. It just felt like he needed it or something. But I guess he really needed it because he never gave it back to me. Hey, look at he has changed his clothes. He had to go doo doo in the stinky room. Did you do a number two in there? Hey, Andrew, did you go number two in there? Did you have to put like,
No.
did you have to put the whole mask on like a two layer mask? Yeah,
Now it's kind of chill in there, though.
yeah. Oh, it's a cool little spot.
Yeah,
But
sounds crazy.
it's so funny. It's so funny they leave one bathroom open, but they just don't clean it.
Right?
Just come in there with the hose and spray that motherfucker down one time. You know. And I don't know why. Just if you're homeless and that's the only place you can shit, like why shit all over the place? Why not just shit in the toilet and flush it like a regular person? Because you're gonna have to use it again, and you don't want to have to sit in your own shit. Sorry guys. I mean, if you got to hear this story, this is we know this park in New Orleans,
I'd
and
rather shit in the bushes.
I know for real. I'd rather wipe my ass with poison ivy than shit in this place. How hilarious. Um,
Gotta go, you gotta go.
um, yeah, I don't know him like that, so I can't comment. I've only no, I don't know anything about that. It's an interesting name. Um, yeah. So, hey, so whoever else is in this room on the left here, my left hand side, where you can't see me except for in black. I'm in as black of face right now. You can't see me. I got limo tent in front of me. See, over here you can see me. But feel free to jump over into the Zoom room and have a chitty chat. It is the number is right above when you came into the screen. Whenever you came into the room here, it's on there. It gave you the number. That's the pass. That's the room number, and you don't need a password. You can come hang out with us. And what time are we looking at? 3:30. Hey, it's 3:30. What time? What time was the Chinese man's dentist appointment? 2:30.
Exactly.
Come on, come on, the oldest one out there, man. Good.
Yeah, Dan, I just got back from Melbourne. I was visiting a woman friend out there
Yeah, you were
in
saying.
Florida.
What part of Florida is that? What part of the
It's
coast?
like an hour south of Orlando.
Okay. If you would have known any better, Jay lives in Sarasota. You could have stopped by and said hi to Jay.
Yeah, too bad.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
plays he plays
better.
oh he plays bongo naked on the beach at midnight while smoking weed. That's the kind of dude he is. And also
Okay.
sometimes he plays the bongo while he's surfing naked at midnight. Yeah,
Oh man.
smoking a doobie. he's like um he's like everybody's favorite dude from the Navigator commercials. Matthew McConaughey. There. He said Zen's the dude playing the dude disguised as the other dude. Jay Mike, isn't that like the bit from that Ben Stiller flick with
Tropic Thunder.
Tropic Thunder? Thank you. Wow, Parsifal just came in there with that real quick. He was reading my mind. He was. I can see it. Playing the dude, playing the other dude. Oh man, what time is it? It's like 4 o'clock. Um, cool. I might snack soon. I might snack in a little bit. Because I just drank that piss and all of a sudden I'm wired. That's going to last for a while. Mm.
Yeah, man. If you want to meet out at the Bayou area, that's where I park.
When you headed back over there, it's a possibility.
Uh-huh. I'm at this little workout place. So I'm probably gonna spend like 10, 15 minutes here, and then
Okay.
start walking back that way.
Um, we could probably link up tomorrow because I still got like a bunch of people on here, and I wanna
Yeah.
fucking eat, and my dollar amounts come through this, so I gotta earn me a bucket, chicken bucket.
Sounds good. Yeah.
Yeah, but we'll link up soon, man. It's good to see you.
You too, man.
Yeah, fella, good to see you.
Yeah.
Cheers.
I'm gonna dip out too, y'all.
Okay, well, it was good to
Me?
see you. What the fuck?
Great.
It's good to see you. What the fuck? You wanna? What's that?
Bye, Parsival.
The dildozer.
Hey, I'm blacked out. Oh, okay.
You blacked out already.
Yeah,
I
I'm
can't even
black
see
and
you.
blued out. You don't want to see this mess right now.
Uh-oh. A mess? Good. Messes are the thing. Yes. Hot
Yeah.
mess of turkey sandwiches. A hot sausage
Ooh,
sandwich.
pastrami.
Oh, you like the pastrami? A pastrami on rye with a little Swiss cheese. Yeah, that's what's up.
Ooh, Shabby. All right, later.
Peace out, dude.
Ciao.
Ciao, Bella. Robert Downey Jr. Yes. Robert Downey. How do we do this? There we go. Parse is on the big screen. What is this?
What do you want to talk about here?
I don't know. I guess it's just me and you now. So, hey, if you guys want to show up, you can. But until then, it's me and Parsifal, and we're going to talk about the Flash. We're going to talk about comic books. Let's talk about comic book characters and their relationship to reality, or even any of the movies if you want to play that game.
They modern mythologies.
Mm-hmm.
It's just and with like Marvel, they don't even hide it. Like Thor is Thor. It's like,
They just give it to you. Yeah, they're taking the old mythologies and turning it
yeah,
into.
yeah.
Here it is. At least it looks cartoon. It's on the big screen. Yeah.
Mm. Hero's journey is the hero's journey. Every
Uh
movie is
huh.
the hero's journey. That's certain.
Yeah, yeah. I thought there's like three kinds. I mean, there's the Jesus story, the hero's journey kind of links up, and then there's and there's always like the battle movies where you got like the two gangs, or they're trying to bring the gangs together, that kind of thing. Yeah, the gangs New York, the um what is it? Can you dig it? Yeah. Yeah, can you dig it? Like there's always that one. Um
I like sports movies.
Sports
They
movies.
always they always they always have their emotion.
Okay. I have not watched them recently. So the recent ones are like
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know. I don't even know what's recent. I was very much into like, Field of Dreams. How about that?
I was thinking Karate Kid.
Karate
Does that
Kid?
count? Yeah.
Do you know there's a whole series out? It's the
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
redone. Yeah. Have you watched any of it?
Cobra Kai. I saw it. I saw the first season. Yeah, it was alright. It was alright.
Is it worth binging on? Is it worth like digging into, or is it like, eh?
Uh,
Okay.
I guess if you got the time, it's like TV shows are like books, dude. It's
Yeah.
like whatever you're into.
Yeah. Yeah. Hmm.
I gave up Netflix recently.
Wow.
I got an account on Scribd. It's just got books and audiobooks.
Uh-huh. Parsifal, Jay Marley just said there should be a movie called, that's what I said, Parsifal and his arrogantly demeaning disposition. It's kind of like Lemony Snickets, or yeah. That's so.
Maybe I should change the name.
Yeah.
Possible then, because Possible is not an arrogant guy in the story.
No, isn't Parzival like the mouse?
Possible? No, I mean,
Very mousy, like very just yeah.
Possible is is the naive idiot who finds the grail.
Okay.
You know, after many years of searching.
The Holy Grail. So what's the in the Holy Grail? What's what in the Holy Grail? British '70s comedy troupe. Uh,
Uh,
something in the Holy Grail. All of those. I'm too high. I don't know. But personally, I'm
Monty
too
Python.
stoned to even remember. I don't know why I don't remember. Monty Python.
Yeah, I'm not a fan. I'm not a
Ah,
fan. I don't know. Yeah.
there is a show out that uses that kind of humor, and
Yeah.
it's about Vikings. I don't know if you've seen it, but it's a Viking show, but it's all it uses that kind of intelligent slapstick, but dry, but it's all based upon Vikings just doing all of this Viking shit. But then you have this one confused guy, and this one like strong guy, and this one goofy dude. That it's so. Um, I think it's a great rendition. I wish I could remember the name of it, but.
I don't like the television these days. I don't like the TV shows they make.
Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
because you're into it, so I mean, you have a study into it, and that's your thing. That's your gig, man.
it's all it's all so polluted.
Yes, yes, yes. Um,
Like I
how about Old Greg? Do you like Old Greg? It's from the Mighty Boosh, the Mighty Bosch.
yeah,
No, okay.
I'm not familiar.
It's a music comedy troupe that does
Okay.
this whole show. It's like a four-part series called Old Greg. It's some of the funniest shit I've ever seen in my life. It was like very big back in the early mid 2000s. Everybody watched that shit. It's like the movie that you'd quote. It's not a movie, it's a TV show, but it was like four parts of this. Very good stuff. And for the rest of you 8 people over here on the YouTube, what's up, Center Ed? Monty Python and the Holy Grail is correcta mundo. And what's the rest of them? He's got a bunch of them. Funny, I got one of his books sitting over here somewhere. Oh, it's in my closet. I'm not grabbing it now. It was
Did you
called
see the
the Holy Fools. Yeah.
Did you see the Nikola Tesla movie with Ethan Hawke?
No, the only
It's
Nikola
new.
Tesla movie that I know is not the press. Is it the Prestige? No, not the Prestige. The other one.
Yeah, it was The Prestige.
Was it? It was the Prestige. He was in that. Okay. Yeah. 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 No, I've never seen this. Ethan Hawke.
Uh, I saw a ridiculous one called An American Pickle with Seth Rogen, where the guy is preserved in brine.
Interesting.
It was really stupid.
Okay.
Yeah, it was really stupid.
It's like Pickle Rick. Do you like me? Make an assessment. I know. God damn it, Jane Riley. Life of Brian, The Meaning of Life. There we go. There's a couple good ones there. I've only seen bits and pieces of all of them. They're always kind of funny to me, but just not. I just can't make it through an entire one.
I'm not a fan of the making fun of something. I like honest portrayals of
Oh, okay. See, I like making fun of anything possible. Because I think that's the humor drives the we're all the same kind of thing. I think I like that.
like like I was never a fan of the Naked Guns or the Scream.
Oh man. Okay. Oh, you mean okay? A
Not the
movie that
Scream,
makes
the
fun
what
of
do you
an
call it,
okay,
scary movie.
the Scream. Well, yeah,
Yeah.
the scary movie was making fun of the
Well,
Scream,
I
and that.
like the Scream. I didn't like the scary movie.
Okay, I hear what you're saying. Yeah. Do you want to drink some Baileys? Here's a picture of Baileys. Here's a picture of Baileys closer. Oh man, that's too good. Yeah. Oh, the Naked Gun. I like Leslie Nielsen. I thought he was a really fucking. You know why? Because there was something about that dry humor that he does so well, and also Chevy Chase. like
There's a
the golfing
there's a
movies.
movie with Leslie Nielsen
Is it?
in the 60s or 70s about cloning politicians.
Ooh, I just remember starting like with the airplane and all that, and the Naked Gun airplane. Um, the airplane was so funny to me with the Hare Krishnas. They'd hand him a
Yeah.
flower and then they'd throw it in the garbage, and the Krishnas would go back and grab the flower out the garbage. So funny, so funny. Lavish Rap 108. Got the. You drink Bailey's from a shoe? No, I know. Jay Marley, I'm gonna have to whenever I extinguish these things for dinner time. I'm gonna have to watch that with dinner. I didn't mean nothing by it, sir. he's got, I got a fish hook in my mouth. Oh man, uh, calls him a girly boy. Oh my gosh, it's too funny. Oh, oh shit, so good. I might even cook myself dinner. Hmm. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm going to make myself uh, some short ribs. That's what I'm having for dinner. Short ribs. Mm. I've already because I already made the glaze for it, but I wanted to braise them, and you can't put that on until you have to braise it, and then you put it on. And if you marinate it overnight, you kind of just got to put it in the oven. But I like it braised. I want a little bit of crunchy on the outside, you know. I don't know if you're into cooking like that, Parsifal.
Not really.
No, okay. You just order in.
Sometimes.
You just order in.
No, no, I make a good curry.
Okay. No, kitty, kitty. I always said the Indian kitty. Yeah. How hot do you like it?
Pretty
Just
hot. I mean, I eat a lot of chili. I don't know.
yeah, yeah. It's lifestyle, man. Chili lifestyle. Jay said, "Do you watch Wild Wild Country about Osho?" I think I've seen bits and pieces of it. I mean, I've
Yeah,
seen a
he's
lot on
crazy,
Osho.
dude.
Yeah, I've seen bits and
Yeah,
pieces of it.
it's worth checking out. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I mean, I've seen pieces on Osho. Osho's a crazy dude.
It's quite
One
disturbing.
one crazy dude. Um, when's the last month that I left my house? What month is it now? Uh, August. I left in August. I mean, no, I've left the house, but not for any extended period of time. There's nothing to do. Nothing to do out there, man. It's all it's all
All
everything's
boarded
closed.
up.
It's all boarded up. Well, I mean that's recent too. I mean the last few days I haven't left because of the hurricane bullshit. There was certainly nothing to do. Before that, I was just like, if I can't find music and a bar to sit down in, like, what's the use? I'm gonna just go out and like waste money on food. I'm not gonna go out to a restaurant and eat. Okay, and I this weeks at a time, I'll go to the park and just hang out in the park, walk around. Just walk around. Dude, I'd put like fucking 18 miles in a day. Just walk around the park, smelling things, playing with squirrels. You know what I mean? But sometimes I'm just like, fucking hole up in here. Fuck it.
I think everyone's waiting for something.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll check it out. I mean, oh, wait. What is it? What's that song? Waiting on the world to change. I know you play that for all your
John Mayer.
girls. You play that all for your naked ladies that you
Yeah, yeah.
paint afterwards. See, that's why Parcel doesn't
How
cook.
do
He
you know
gets.
that about me? How do you know that about me and John Mayer? How do you know that?
How do I know that? Because Parcel, I know a lot of things. I know a lot of things you don't know. Do you remember from it wasn't Lockstock. Was it Snatch or Lockstock? He goes, I know a lot of things you don't know. And it was Benicio del Toro that had that line. That was Snatch, I think. And he's missing a finger because he's a gambler. He's lighting a cigar. Yeah. What a great movie. Yeah. I don't know why. I
He
could just.
stopped making good movies after that.
He did. He did.
Guy Ritchie. You know. Yeah,
But The last one that he made was supposedly really good. I only seen a piece of it, and then I fell asleep. But everybody else said it was really good. The last Guy Ritchie one, Knives Out, I think that's his movie, right? Knives Out.
Nah, I don't think it was his. No,
No, double check on that.
no, no.
No, say
Knives
yes.
Out was Rian Johnson.
Oh, I never. Okay. Oh, hey, so I was wrong. It doesn't happen too often. I'll accept the
No,
loss.
Guy Ritchie. Guy Ritchie made. He fucked something up. Forget what he made last.
Check it's like
Oh,
Zombieland, yeah.
he fucked up Aladdin, dude. Aladdin.
Oh, he did Aladdin with Will Smith.
Yeah.
Oh, what a silly idea. What a really silly idea. Well, I mean, I think what he was probably going for was like, okay, black people were really the blue people. Let's play like the magical kind of Avatar type. Maybe I don't know. I haven't seen it. It just looked completely like,
I would have went with Kevin Hart, dude. Yeah.
if you're going to, yeah, way funnier.
Yeah.
And he fit. He looks like he would fit in a tiny little thing. He looks like he fit in a jar. Huh. Mm. Yeah, and you know what? Like to redo Aladdin, you know who needs to do that? Not Guy Ritchie, but the dude Terry Gilliam. Like that's his kind of movie. You know,
He's too strange, you know.
he's too strange. You
He's
think even
just too strange.
for that? I mean, you're talking about a
Yeah.
fucking genie in a lamp that can make any wish come true. So,
Sure, but like it's getting like Tim Burton to do Batman is wrong.
Tim Burton. Okay,
You know?
Tim Burton. Yeah, he's
Terry Gilliam, he's made this movie Imagineering of Dr. Parnassus.
I fucking love it. One of my
Dude,
favorites.
it is. Dude, it's so crazy, that movie.
Uh huh.
I still haven't cracked it. You know. I'm still busy with it. Like,
Yeah. Yeah.
just that last scene really gets me.
I love it because the devil is played by Tom Waits. Tom Waits just crushes it, and the way that they said what happened is they just cast um, that one dude who supposedly Heath Ledger. They cast him for that part, and he died during making the movie. This is what they said. And if you watch during the movie, there's a point where he almost gets killed, and he's the upside down. He's the hanging man, and he's literally the hanging man in the movie.
Yeah.
And then
Yeah.
they change it over, and they cast Jude Law, and then they cast Johnny Depp, and they cast Colin Farrell, right?
Yeah.
And that was a really interesting foursome of them. That I mean, obviously, it was always supposed to be that way, and the dude didn't die, but that's they had to sell the movie somehow. But I thought it was really brilliant.
It had Andrew Garfield in it. I don't know if you watched a movie with him I told you about called Under the Silver Lake.
No, I have not yet. Under the Silver Lake.
Got to watch it.
Okay, Under the Silver Lake. Yes, you know what? I wrote it down, and I looked at it. I was like, who told me this? Yeah, Under the Silver Lake. Yeah, okay. Yeah, and that's funny we were talking about Monty Python because Terry Gilliam and say his name again. We're both part of that. Terry Gilliam and why am I just tripping on why we literally just were talking about it.
John Cleese?
No, well, John Cleese, what a great author. Have you ever heard like his speaking voice? The way he's all over the map, really great to listen to. John Cleese, I like his voice a lot. And also, I love Tom Robbins. Tom Robbins did an audiobook of his autobiography. Check that out. I forget what the name of it was, but Tom Robbins is my favorite author. And it's Jitterbug Perfume. And what is his autobiography? He did an audiobook of that, and it's the only one that he read in a series. And it really sucks because I would love to. I don't want to read Jitterbug Perfume again, but I want to hear it, and I can't find an audiobook of it. Only bits and pieces that people have done online. But like,
I haven't read fiction in like 15 years.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Dating yourself. How old? How many are you again? How many of the years are you?
36.
36. That's right.
36.
Yeah, that's right. You and Jay are the same numbers. Yeah, it is. It is.
Well, check this one out. Jitterbug Perfume, man.
Yeah, it's a really great book, man. My favorite ever. It's actually a story about time travel. It's about New Orleans. It's about witches. It's not really witches, but it's about kings and like it's really interesting book. Um, the Ballad of Buster
There's a new
Scruggs.
TV show.
Huh?
There's a new TV show called Lovecraft or Lovecraft Country. Let's see that.
uh,
Lovecraft Country, yeah.
I've not heard of this. Lovecraft Country. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. I've seen that. That is who did that? Was that the Coen brothers? Coen brothers did that. The Ballad of Buster Scruggs. It's like a
Yeah,
it's like six
yeah.
parts of that's decent.
Western.
Yeah, it's decent. Hood said, "I'm old Greg." There we go. Old Greg boy. Well, check it out. I'm gonna be here for. I'll fuck around for like 15 more minutes. Then I really want to go make some food. Um, because well, I'm hungry. Hey, Jay Marley said, "Who's the elderberry? You or him?" Jay Marley, when's yours again? You're a you're a Scorpio? No, you don't seem Scorpio to me. You seem. What is one of the soft? Hey, what is Parsival? What is one of the softer signs? Somebody that's kind of like, oh, I'm passive and mutable. Which sign is that? That's Jay. I'm just saying. I'm giving him a compliment. He's probably taking it wrong right now, but
Virgo.
Virgo. You're a Virgo. Let's see if we're right here. Parcel. We'll get to Parcel in a second because he's very sharp and aggressive and obviously full of himself. He'd have to be a fiery sign, right? Because he's so strong that he's a Leo. He's a little more humble than a Leo would be, but
It's interesting to me, like, if you want to look at where someone's energy is,
hmm
just look at where the Mars is in the birth chart.
where the what?
Where the Mars is.
Mars?
Mars.
I don't know what that means.
Mars.
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 Where their mother is? Where La Maz is? I don't. Le Mans? You're talking about the race cars? I don't.
Planet Mars.
Okay, okay.
Mars.
Okay, well, if I don't know where Mars is, if I don't ask you, I just use little cues like your color of your clothes, your disposition, your the strength of your forehead. I would say you'd probably more Taurian because you have a large forehead and you're strong-minded, but then your shirt and your kind of attitude is. But that's right. We went through this because you're earthy, and you're the
No, I'm a Virgo sun sign.
you're a Virgo sun. Okay. Um, soft or mutable.
But I've come to understand it's a lot more complex than that.
Oh, it is. It is very much more. I did, just right off the bat, you get. He says he's a Virgo, and what's April? April 12th. Does that make him older than you? I think he's older than you. You could call him little kid now. April 12th. Is that before? That's before yours, right?
Aries.
Aries. Aries. Oh, a little airheaded. That's right. Little, da, 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 hi. I'm gonna go surf right now. I don't know why I'm doing that. I need to eat. So that makes him. You're older. Parsifal's older. Sorry, Jay. You're little Jay now, and that's a Big Daddy Parsifal with his big attitude and his look. Yeah.
No, well, I only turned 36 on Friday, actually.
Oh, okay. Well, then he's younger. Well, fuck it. Parsifal's little Parsival. Fuck it. That's Big J right there. Big J and little Parsival. Little kid out here. Well, happy birthday again. If we already did this, but yeah, happy birthday again.
Yeah, I hate that. That's cool.
Yeah. What? That it's your birthday?
Yeah, I fucking hate that shit.
Yeah. These things happen. These things happen.
Yeah.
It's like stubbing your toe on your bed when you're tired. It's in the corner right there. Like, oh. I was just going to the bathroom with the lights off. I didn't want to wait. Oh.
If you can check out a show called Ted Lasso.
Ted Lasso? Lasso or Lasso?
Lasso. Yeah.
Lasso. Yes, like, yeah. Okay. Lasso.
It's funny. It's like a American football coach who goes to Britain to coach a Premier League soccer team.
Okay, this sounds okay. Sounds good. I will check that
I
out.
think you'll love.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'll love.
Okay. Jay Marley said Aries is fire, so don't be careful, don't get burnt. Hey, well, Jay, I don't really worry about fire because I'm air. I will blow you the fuck out, like a birthday candle.
Right, fire is the only way to purify.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I can blow on fire and heat that shit up, but yeah.
All right, I'll catch you later.
Yeah. Well, peace out, Parzival. Good to see you, man. Bang bang. Till later, homie, buddy, dude, guy, homie, buddy, dude. Peace out, man. All right. Okay. All right, guys. On this side, Jay Marley. Greet you with a noogie. All right, everybody on the YouTubes. Hope you had fun. I guess I'll keep this online. It doesn't matter. I'm just changing the title because that room number isn't going to be out anymore. I'm gonna go make myself a little dinner. You guys stay fresh, funky, and all that. And I'll see you guys a little later because, well, I probably want to do this again. Hope you had a good time. Toodles.